which I'm happy for. This is a victory.
Mufasa, and everybody's been raving about it. Just the fact that, like, I mean, we'll just talk about it because I haven't seen it yet. Me and Jess are waiting till January to watch it just because he's busy and I'm busy. So.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to save it for later because I didn't want to, get into spoilers or anything. So I wanted to save it for later when you've seen it. Then we can discuss it.
Yeah. I think everybody got their gifts. I ended up getting my gift. I have to wait for rookies to come out on Saturday. So
I'll be there for sure. I'm gonna be there for sure.
I might actually be there. No, I'll be there for that because
Yes.
I don't have anything on Sunday. Saturday. Then Sunday, nothing much. Monday, if we can get that going. Okay.
Where should it be Lakers last night?
Oh yeah, we were watching that. We were watching that too.
Are you kidding me? Austin Pierce just gave the Lakers a Christmas gift. No, Austin, the Lakers player.
Yeah. Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves. Yeah, I sort of forgot the last name. I sort of forgot the last name, but yes.
Yeah.
Austin gifted the Lakers a win.
He's good. He's not bad. I'm actually starting to like him now as a Laker.
That last 2 point with under 5 seconds left on the
Yeah. What's the defense, man? Where's the defense?
We could have gone
Where's
to.
the defense? I was wondering what was the defense.
See, we could have gone to OT, but no, they had to pull that.
Yeah, you don't know what happened to me.
What happened was that Curry made the three, tied the game. It was a 3 to tie the game. Then that happened.
Yeah. That happened, and then it was from a choker. I'm like,
But I had a feeling because there were times where the Warriors were getting trailed by 10 points. At that point, I thought to myself, okay, the Warriors beating the Lakers is kind of unlikely. It's very possible, but it's getting less.
It's weird
less
because
likely.
you guys were like hot in the beginning, and then you started losing some games. A 50-point game over.
Yeah, don't get me started on Memphis. Like, that Memphis game was a mess.
Yeah.
It was
suck.
It was a mess.
You suck. Even Curry wasn't even making points.
It was a big indicator that we need to get our shit together.
Yeah, and you end up getting Schroeder, which helped a bit.
I'm just saying that it's bad enough we missed last year's playoffs. If we end up missing this year's playoffs as well, we're gonna have a big problem. Like an internal problem with the team. Thankfully, the Warriors aren't Raiders level bad, but they could do much better.
What did you say?
Thankfully, the Warriors aren't Raiders level bad.
They're not Raiders level bad.
But Warriors could do so much better.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be a fan of two sucky teams.
Seahawks won over Bears, which is no surprise. Good job, Seahawks. Disgusting.
Meanwhile, I'm counting on your Patriots to beat the Chargers because Patriots are in the top 5 in terms of NFL draft.
You want the Patriots to beat the Chargers?
I want the Patriots to beat the Chargers because
So that
the
they get
draft reasons. Draft reasons.
reasons. But the Chargers, they're gonna make the playoffs. Chargers.
But don't you like the Patriots more?
I don't know. I mean, I can pick either or. I am a big fan of both. Technically, it's an 8-bowl AFC edition.
AFC Nate Bowl.
Yeah. It's technically the AFC edition. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to an all new episode of the Anination podcast. We're back again after a big Christmas day.
Yeah, so Merry post-Christmas, and we do hope that you spend your holidays, whether it be Christmas or Hanukkah or whichever, with your families and folks.
Yeah, if you followed up from our last episode, we are going to be doing the first off the Loud House Casagrandes character Tiermaker before we get into our main subject tonight. So if you guys followed up from last week, we're going to continue on with that because we still have more characters to go through. Starting with Morag, and then we're also going to go through the other characters like Ronnie Ann and Stella.
Yeah,
and we didn't go to them yet. So yeah, we have a lot more characters to go through.
It turns out we underestimated how much room, how many gigabytes that it would take from our phones and cameras. So
I thought it was just the list.
But I'm saying, due to the list being big, we underestimated how big the list actually is, like massive, up to a point where we had to split into two parts.
Yeah, I think we ran out of time. We ran out of time for sure.
That's the problem.
All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get things started then.
Mm-hmm.
Recording. Cool. All right. Well, everyone, welcome to an all-new episode of the Anination podcast. This is the last episode of the Anination podcast for 2024.
Yes.
How exciting is that, man?
Yeah, what is up, Anination world? How y'all doing? And we are near the end, folks. We are the end of 2024. We're getting excited for the new year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 2025 is coming up real close. 2024 has been exciting, but we're going to go through that as it is our main subject today.
Yeah.
Let's actually talk about Christmas. I wasn't here actually on Christmas Day, so how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was really chill. So yesterday, what ended up happening was that, of course, we sat down, had some nice breakfast, nice cookies, and I ended up watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the classic Boris Karloff cartoon. And yeah, it's one of those that's really aged well and is easily the best version of the Grinch.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I will love and defend Jim Carrey's version, let's be honest, he can't beat the Christmas classics.
Jim Carrey wasn't that bad for an actor when he did the Grinch, and that was also a classic Christmas classic itself.
Yeah. And we also ended up watching this Christmas classic called It's a Wonderful Life.
Dude, that's a classic, though.
Yeah, it is a classic. Like I said, it's a classic, and there's a reason why It's a Wonderful Life has been parodied many, many times. It's one of those that really does hold up well.
Parody many, many times. I never heard of the parodies.
Oh, what I mean is that there were so many cartoons and other TV shows that have taken the It's a Wonderful Life plot line, where a character wishes they never born, and then they get shown a version of a world in which they were never born.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason why that sort of plot line, you see it over many times.
Well, you know what kind of Christmas classic actually has a lot of like spin-offs? I would say Christmas Carol, because there's too many of that around. Like, was it Flintstones had one? Fairly Odd Parents, I think, had one. No. Loud House had one. Loud House had one, yeah.
As well as some of the more wholesome, iconic feature-length ones, like Muppets Christmas Carol is my favorite one, and Mickey's Christmas Carol. You can't forget about Mickey's Christmas Carol. So yes, there are many shows that have tackled many different Christmas stories. Like they take in stories from classic Christmas stories, they make it their own version. There's a reason for that, because they're so timeless, and they present wonderful messages about how Christmas is about giving, is about being together. And plus, there were some times where some Christmas specials even tackle commercialism and about how Christmas can often delve into the commercialism part. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it looks like you had a really good time watching Christmas movies, I would say.
Yep, Christmas movies, and of course we had some relatives of my mom's boyfriend come over.
Nice.
And we ended up spending lots of time together. I ended up baking cookies for them.
That's good.
And my mom made her own dish, which was really good. And we ended up just having fun, chilling, and even played some Jenga. So it was an all-around great Christmas time.
Stay with our family. Apparently, we played Jenga ourselves, and that was fun as well. I didn't know this, but apparently we were able to actually make it all the way up to the very highest tower we could. And then my aunt ended up actually collapsing the whole thing. So we ended up actually winning it. So yeah. No, it's fun. It's fun to actually sit down with your family members and play games and stuff. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. How about the presents? What presents did you get?
The presents I got were, my mom got me a Warriors hoodie. It's a blue Warriors hoodie, which is really nice. It goes to show that she knows my team well, and that plus the Warriors and Lakers were playing, so it's a very impeccable timing. And also, my mom's boyfriend got me an Amazon gift card.
Nice.
Which I intend to spend wisely. And
intend to spend wisely, huh? You have a strategy to actually figure out what to buy on Amazon?
New year, new me.
I guess.
And then I ended up getting my mom and Bill some Christmas cards, some gift cards, and all that. So yeah, all in all, it was a day full of happiness and joy.
That's good. That's good. So you ended up having a great Christmas yourself.
Yes.
So what I ended up having for me was that I ended up in my aunt's place. We did actually a Christmas Eve before, and we had more family members come in Christmas Eve. We ended up actually getting dinner. We ended up getting drinks. We had a lot of wine and beer. So I had one of my cousins actually he got a little bit tipsy. I could see the redness in his face.
Oh my gosh.
So he was funny actually talking about like games and stuff. And during that Christmas Eve, there was a football game that was happening during Christmas Eve. It was the USF versus San Jose State game, the Hawaii Bowl, and
yeah.
that went to 5 overtimes, by the way.
5 overtimes?
Yeah, they went to 5 overtimes and we lost.
Really?
It's stupid.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's the third, fourth, fifth overtime is pretty much 2 quick conversions throughout.
Like, how long did the game go on from what time to what time?
I don't know, 5 to like 8:30, 9 o'clock ish.
Oh, I would imagine it would take up that much time because 5 overtimes is massive.
Yeah,
It's
5 overtimes is crazy.
overkill. Yeah.
But yeah, we ended up watching that. We talked a lot, catched up and stuff. Even talk about travel plans, what we're gonna be doing for next year, all that kind of stuff. And then on Christmas Day, obviously, we did the same thing. Less family members for the Christmas lunch that we had. Opened up our presents. I ended up getting a lot of clothes, a lot of gift cards too. I ended up getting some electronics, which is pretty cool.
Really nice.
So that was pretty much how my Christmas went when it comes to presents. Then we also watched the football games as well. And to be fair, the football games weren't that great to watch because they were all blowouts.
Yeah.
The Chiefs and Steelers game was okay. What was it? The Ravens Texans game was the worst game because the Texans only scored 2 points, and I had the quarterback for the Texans be my starting quarterback for my fantasy team. And I'm currently fighting for 3rd place, and that was not a good way to start.
Speaking of games, while I didn't watch the football games, I could care less about them because I was busy spending time with family. I did, however, watch the Warriors-Lakers game.
It's funny that you didn't actually watch any NFL games because, like, your brother keeps on talking about it a lot, and I thought, like, your family members will actually talk about it too.
Yeah, we ended up not watching any of the football games for whatever reason, but I did watch one game in particular, the Warriors-Lakers game.
Well, to be fair, there was 5 NBA games that was going on too, but the big one was the Lakers and Warriors game, which apparently didn't go well for the Warriors. They lost by 2 to the Lakers.
Yeah, and we were so close to it going to overtime because Steph Curry near the end.
Oh yeah, he was good. He was good.
That 3-point shot was what tied the game in near the end of fourth quarter, but at the end, the player Austin Pierce ended up shooting it too. Austin Reeves ended up making the 2 at the very last second, which ended up giving them the win. So, yeah, it was a huge bummer, but at least it wasn't a blowout.
Look, if anything, that was the only closest game that happened throughout the whole NBA because the rest of the NBA games were also blowouts too. Like Knicks blew out the Spurs.
My gosh.
Yeah. By the way, if you watched the Knicks Spurs game, did you watch the Mickey Mouse characters also?
Oh yeah, I actually haven't watched that game, so I didn't get a chance.
No, so apparently on ESPN Plus they had a different version where the Mickey Mouse players were also being a part of the NBA court.
Really?
So yeah, you have the Spurs players being animated. And then you had like Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Daisy, Donald and Goofy all there also playing too. And I thought, and look, it's the same thing like they did with the Simpsons and Monday Night Football and what Big City Greets did in the NHL. Okay,
yeah.
So they're really pushing a lot. Disney's really pushing a lot when it comes to having like kids watch their sports.
Yeah, Disney's going all out with having their characters and their properties take place amongst the players that play their sports. Like, they're going all out. You know how Nickelodeon did it with SpongeBob in the Super Bowl? Disney's going all out with it.
Yeah, and I guess, I don't know, they are going to get the Super Bowl soon, but like, they're really going to do a Disney version as well? How's that Disney version going to go? Toy Story, like what they did last year?
I'm trying to remember if Warner Bros. Is going to do it with the Looney Tunes.
If Warner Brothers actually picks up the Super Bowl, but which they can't, unless TNT Sports actually do get the Super Bowl, which I don't think it's gonna happen. They have NBA, let them keep it. Yeah.
It's funny you should mention that because Warner Brothers, if they decide to do it, put in their characters with the NBA. The first thing in my mind was you already did it, but the Space Jam movie.
It will probably, I mean, it's gonna be weird if they're gonna do a kid version of the Super Bowl, but no, I don't know. It's gonna be an odd one.
Yeah. For now, when it comes to kids versus Super Bowl, Nickelodeon's got hands down.
I mean CBS and Nickelodeon.
CBS and Nickelodeon, yeah.
But Fox and something else, that's not gonna happen. I don't think there's gonna be a kid version of that. But when ESPN gets the Super Bowl, which is coming up real soon, I would imagine this Mickey Mouse being a part of the Super Bowl. Yeah, I look, they're doing it right now with all those like animated characters in those sports. I'm assuming that's the future of what kids programming in big sports are going to be about.
Oh, it's been like that ever since Nickelodeon did it. Like I said, Nickelodeon was the first to do it. Right?
Big City Greens was 2 years ago too. So I'm just saying, Big City Greens may have started it with the NHL, with the Big City Greens Classic that they had, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of debatable if Big City Greens or Sponsor did it first, but first thing you gotta know is that both were the first two to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that was pretty much my Christmas Day. It was pretty fun, but here we are today because we didn't actually meet up on Christmas Day, and we have gifts to ourselves. So, Ami, do you have the gifts for us? We can actually open it here on the stream tonight.
Yes, I am ready to wrap up my present on this stream.
Say, wrap up your present?
No, I'm ready to wrap it up.
I was like, wrap it up.
I'm ready to unwrap it up.
Yeah, I was like, open it up. Oh god damn. Sorry, what kind of language is that? You want to wrap it up? Do you have that? Oh, can you get my cider on my backpack?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's like an apple cider in my backpack.
Which pocket?
It's like one of the it's one of the cup buckets.
Oh, the cup buckets, right over here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Oh, that's not it. That's not it. That's the other one.
Yeah, this is cider. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. See, you gotta have this for Christmas. By the way, I don't know if you guys love apple cider, but this is a Christmas statement. All right, so let's go ahead and open things up. Should I go first or should you go first?
You go ahead and do it first.
All right, fine. So I'm gonna open first. I don't know why you didn't actually wrap it up in a box or anything.
I wanted to put it in a Christmas box.
Sorry, but you have a bag. This is literally from a shipping bag.
Because I didn't want to touch it or anything. I wanted to have it shipped because in store, they didn't have much in the store. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, for first off, thankfully you didn't have the depression shirt because I got that around already.
Yeah, see, I knew you'd have it. You already have it, so I thought I'd get a different shirt for you.
Okay, so if you guys know what I'm wearing a Has-Been Hotel shirt. So yeah, you were kind of thinking like, oh my god, please, Nate, don't get this Has-Been Hotel shirt.
Oh, believe me, I was scared. I was ready to say, God damn it, now I have to return this.
Oh, Omi knows me so well, by the way.
Yes.
Omi knows me so well. I swear to God.
I know that Lucifer's your boy.
Yeah, because it's my boy. That is for sure. Lucifer is my boy. So I ended up he actually gave me a Hell's Greatest Dad t-shirt. Check it out, guys. So the character design looks not bad. Ah, okay.
Hell's Greatest Dad, although some people can argue it's Alistair.
Now get the fuck out of here. No, fuck Alistair. I'll be one of those fanboys who say fuck Alistair. Oh, God. And it says medium, right? So it's my size.
It says medium,
yeah. Perfect. Nice. Check it out, guys. I'm Hell's Greatest Dad myself.
Yes. Merry
Christmas.
In
2 weeks, ALA. In 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know that you'll be going all out here.
Well, I mean, I'm going to cosplay him, too.
Heck yeah.
Well, thank you very much, sir, for
of course. Merry Christmas.
The Lucifer shirt.
My pleasure. And also, here's
I do have to say this before opening your present. The first shirt I bought, I swear to God, why did you have it? Why did you wear it during the convention? Why did you wear it during the podcast episode?
You know, it's a good thing I did, because if I didn't, then you would have gotten the same shirt, which was, while it is the thought that counts, I didn't want you to end up getting...
I know. So my first thought was the Loser Baby t-shirt, and I'm like, you kidding me? You wore it already, and I had it ready. I bought it literally like after Thanksgiving. Ready for you, and then you wore it, and I'll have to okay, fine, I have to return it, I have to buy something else.
But I do appreciate you knowing me so well as a diehard Husker.
To be fair, that's the only Husk shirt I saw. There are Nifty shirts, by the way, and I thought that was cute.
Oh, it is. There you go.
Wondering, what is it?
Oh, here it is. I open it from this side, and I don't have to move the tan. I just rip the box up.
You can rip the box up, yeah. It's some cheap box stuff from Target.
Oh, here we go. Yes. Oh, heck yes. Oh, and also the gnome too. Nice.
Yeah, so
oh, what a cute gnome.
It's from the Disney Doorables Gravity Falls collection, by the way.
And check out what Nate just got me. Dan 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 dan.
Yeah.
Nate, you know me so well. Nate, now y'all know that I've raved about Dan Dan numerous times about how this is anime of the year. One of the best anime I've seen in a while, and the shirt even looks good. It's
I mean, so here's the thing: the anime section has been populating a lot when it comes to anime stuff. I saw a Todoroki shirt, and I was thinking maybe you want that too. But I'm like, I think you're kind of falling out of MHA. So
I kind of fall out of MHA, but Todoroki's still my boy. But That
And then I saw Dandadan stuff, and I'm like, okay, fine. Hot Topic's getting really onto the hottest topics at the moment, which is Dandadan. So I saw like 4 Dandadan t-shirts. There literally is a grandma one as a cat, and I want that shirt too.
Yeah.
But
Turbo Granny.
Yeah, Turbo Granny was a t-shirt too, but they didn't have my size. So that's the only thing that had like medium, and I'm thinking like, okay, here you go. That's gonna be for you.
Oh, nice, dude. Hey, listen, thank you so much, man. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and by the way, those Durables, I found those on Hot Topic, by the way.
Yes.
Good luck trying to find what was it? Good luck trying to find a Stanford Pines or a Gideon or a Pacifica in that collection.
I would imagine those are harder to get.
Although to be fair, I did find Mabel.
Yes. My cute little Mabel.
Oh, and I also did find Wendy from it too. I bought like 6 of that, by the way, and I found a gnome. To be honest, I did actually get 3 gnomes, so that's one of them for you.
Yes, thank you so much. And this is going right where he belongs, right next to Lunella.
I think we should bring the rest of the Gravity Falls stuff out here then, if that's the case.
Or you know what? I have so much Gravity Falls. First of all, I have Gravity Falls figures that's on the top of the shelf, so I think he'll blend right in.
Yeah, all right, that sounds good. All right, so since Christmas is over, it is the day after Christmas. It's time for us to actually get started with the episode here and actually continue on with the Tiermaker list that we gave a part that we pretty much didn't finish on the last episode.
Yeah, we thought we were going to, but then our phones and cameras were like, okay, that's enough. You can do the rest another time.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't have the list here, unfortunately, but it's okay. We could be doing it over here. So let's go ahead and bring that list up here.
Time to finish what we started. Let's go.
All
Time
right.
to finish what we started.
So next up we have... So let's actually start off with the M's now and actually start with Morag.
Yeah.
So where'd you put her in the list?
Now, when you look at Morag, now she's a villain from the Loud House Netflix movie. We all know that. I think that Morag is quite a fun villain to watch. But I gotta tell you, her motivations are pretty weak. Because...
Oh, she just really wants to have peace and quiet.
She just wants to have peace and
That was her
quiet.
goal?
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, you could have given us a stronger motivation than that. As opposed to, oh, I just want peace and quiet, therefore I'm going to terrorize the Loud family and take over the kingdom. It's like, really? But other than that, Morag is really fun to watch. I do love her musical number as well.
I actually do like her musical number, especially, what was it? I forgot what the name of the music was, to be honest. What's the name of the song? Shoot.
It was definitely the song.
Freedom Must Be or something like that. I just remember that song. She ended up just doing a really great
Duchess
job.
I Must Be.
Yeah, there you go. Duchess I Must Be, yeah.
The Duchess I Must Be.
Now that was a great song itself.
Yeah, and she definitely gives off that, with that song and with how much charisma she has, she definitely gives me that, Disney villainess vibe, where it's the voice actress having fun with the role and she ends up being memorable. Mm-hmm. She gives off those kind of vibes.
So where are we putting her on the list right now?
I would say we put her at B. She could have been an A, but again, her motivations.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards the same thing too. I'm actually thinking of a B grade myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, because like her villainy wasn't as great compared to like Fifi, because she was definitely a true villain compared to Morag. Morag is just more of a pity villain, considering the fact that most of the things that she did was just getting peace and quiet and getting rid of the louds. And I'm like, really? That's how it is for you?
I mean, I can relate. Sometimes I need peace and quiet myself, but come on, that's not really a motivation strong enough to make you want to take over Scotland.
Right, exactly. So, crap, what is up with this thing? So we're going to stick with B, but like, where would you want to put him in B?
I would say in the B, a middle B range.
Middle B range. I guess we could probably bring him. I think lower B in this case. Maybe. I think under Becky to me.
Under Becky?
Yeah.
I would personally put her above Becky.
Okay, then where would you put her above then? Like.
In between Carlitos and Merle.
Myrtle?
Meryl.
Meryl?
Yeah.
I guess maybe I do like Meryl a little bit more though, but I guess you could say whatever. I forgot. Okay, Morticia's Club guy. Forgot his name.
Morticia's Club guy.
What is his name, by the way?
See, the fact that we can't even remember the name because we've remembered the rest of the Morticia's Club members' names, but the fact that, let's be honest, there's not much to the character other than that one episode he had with Rusty, and that ended up being a stinker. So, with him, I'm gonna be honest.
Morpheus. That's his name, Morpheus.
With Morpheus, I'm gonna have to say he'll be somewhere in the D section.
Yeah, I mean, he's technically still a relative character in my case. But yeah, you're right. He doesn't have much support compared to the rest of the characters that are also in the club. So I think D would be a perfect range. Maybe C. I think C minus in my case.
C minus is adequate enough. There's not much to hate about him, but there's not much to really rave about him either.
I'm feeling like he's just more like maybe behind Laird in this case.
I would say behind Laird because at least Laird has some memorable moments.
All right, behind Laird. There we go. All right. What was the teacher again for this guy?
Mr. Bullhoffner.
Okay, so Mr. Bullhoffner. What about him?
Mr. Bullhoffner is the kind of character that he may appear an asshole most of the time, but
he also does have a kind heart, I must say.
No, except for the most part, there are times where his heart does shine. He does have moments where he does help Lincoln. And he even saves the lives of Lincoln and his squad, okay? So that tells you how much of a good man he is. But underneath that, there's still that, short-tempered man that hates his job. And that's, for the most part, we've seen of him. And for that, he doesn't come off that appealing because of that. So I'm going to say C range.
Yeah, I think it's kind of more towards the C range as well. It's just kind of stinks because, he does have, that one aspect about him where he actually is a good teacher. He was a good teacher before everything all fell apart when Lincoln started to come into the middle school. So nothing really much of big importance happens. There are episodes with Bullhoffner that ends up doing great, but then you're right. There have been episodes where it's good, some bad, which just kind of makes it a little average now.
It's up and down,
it's been up and down for Mr. Bullhoffner. So I'd say a C range as well. But where would you put him in the C range in your case?
Where I would put him in the C range is, I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to take a closer look. I'm gonna say in between Laird and Morpheus.
Laird and Morpheus. In the C range. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe. I'm thinking over here. Maybe better than Mima.
Sure.
I'm thinking maybe better than Mima. So we're gonna put her probably right over here. Mr. Bullhoffner right here.
Mm-hmm.
Prefer that? All right. Next up, how about Mr. Grouse?
See, Mr. Grouse is a grump character done right, unlike Mr. Bullhoffner, because at least in Mr. Grouse, he's more fleshed out, and there's more to Mr. Grouse than just being the grump character. He's into sports, and I like that episode where he shares that bond with Lynn over them watching sports like football and baseball, despite their baseball rivalry. So yeah, Mr. Grouse, all in all, he may be a jerk at times, maybe a grump at times. You're in my property.
You're in my property. Yeah.
There are times where his heart does shine and he does help the loud. So I'm going to say B range.
I'll say, yeah, I mean, it kind of stinks that there wasn't any big episodes when it comes to Mr. Grouse. There has been some episodes where he's mean, but at the same time he has a gold heart. There is the episode 12 Days, the Live Allowed to Leap in episode, which ends up becoming his greatest moment,
yes.
to be fair. But I say B plus range probably when it comes to Mr. Grouse.
I'm gonna say B plus.
He's a good secondary character. He's a good secondary character.
Yeah,
if you put it that way.
Yeah, and there's also this one other episode where Mr. Grouse, he misses aloud so much, so he.
Okay, so if we're gonna put him in B range, I have a feeling he currently is over Angus.
I'm gonna say, if I look at the B range, I look at Angus. I definitely would say, I don't want to say above Angus. I want to say a bit between Becca and Fiona.
Becca, really? Over there? I think better than Becca to me.
Really?
Yeah, because Becca doesn't have much appearances compared to what Mr. Grouse has.
Understandable.
Yeah. Understandable. So I have a feeling, I feel like he's also better than Angus, but you're right. Mr. Grouse, I think, kind of reserves that area over there. Mm-hmm. So there we go. All right, next up, how about Mr. Nakamura?
Mr. Nakamura, he's a nice man, but there's not much to him other than being the good
He has
neighbor.
a dog. He has a dog. He has a son. And he's also pretty funny because the dog always can be uncontrollable.
Yeah, but you got to give us something more than he's a dog owner and he has a son. There has to be more to him. Honestly, I'm hoping that Mr. Nakamura has a more nuanced role in future episodes.
Okay. Well, how can you? Because he's gone from the
No, but you could still. There's a slight chance you could make a an episode with.
I don't know. I mean, I really would love it. I mean, I would love it if we actually do have Casagrandes characters come in the Loud House, but we have not seen that yet. Where's the Changs? Where are the Changs?
We're still waiting for that Chang
people episode. I don't see him anymore, so I have a feeling that we're not going to see him anymore. I still say he's still a reliable character. He has helped the Casagrandes out in so many things. I think he's more of a D.
I don't want to say D because
maybe C. Yeah,
C minus, C to C minus.
Probably C to C minus. Yeah, but where would you want to put him in that area for C?
Where I want to put him is at least he has more character than Morpheus. So you know what? He's still above Morpheus. I'm going to say in between Laird and Morpheus.
Laird and Morpheus? Yeah, I guess. Laird does a little bit better just because, you know, he's right there. So I guess we can put it there. All right, how about Mrs. Bernardo?
Yes, Miss Bernardo, let's go! Oh, I adore this woman. She is a delight, and she steals the spotlight every time she is on. Because of the fact of how she's a diehard thespian, she's a diehard actress, she's all about Broadway, and as a theater kid, I find myself adoring her. So,
I think she's getting much better just because, like, every episode she comes in, she ends up becoming the drama queen, and she's just, like, always making things funny. Luann episodes with her has been great.
Yeah, she's a great mother figure.
And she also does like pop up randomly. For example, that episode where Lola needed a mother and Mrs. Bernardo was there. Yeah,
and then she was auditioning to be Rita.
I think she's definitely A range in my case because like she definitely is in that level where she's like she has so many appearances. She has so many great opportunities. And it also just reflects her character a whole lot. I think Mrs. Bernardo definitely deserves A.
A is too low. Put her in S.
What?
S tier. Let's go.
Wait, okay. S tier already for Mrs. Bernardo?
S tier already for Mrs. Bernardo. Let's go.
No, I cannot accept that. I feel like it's more... No, I feel like it's more A plus range, if anything. Because I say A because the other characters that are currently in S, I think are better than Mrs. Bernardo.
Why I put her in S range is in between Lucy and Darcy.
Because we have Darcy.
In between Lucy and Darcy.
Darcy's just already wholesome, and she ever had more episodes than expected. Because I thought she was just a one write-off character, but then Mrs. Bernardo just ended up getting more and more better. Okay, how about behind Darcy? Do you think behind Darcy would work?
Okay, we'll do a compromise. We'll put her behind Darcy, but S tier still.
Yeah, S tier for sure. Then fine, we'll do it.
Deal?
Fine,
Deal.
We'll do it. We'll do Mrs. Bernardo literally in the S tier, but right behind Darcy, because I think Darcy's better than Mrs. Bernardo.
I personally think the other way around.
Like she's not annoying. She's not annoying. There's some people who think she's annoying, but
to those people I say you have no taste. Come on.
I think much better. Yeah, I think Darcy is much better. So I think Mrs. Bernardo would be over there.
Okay.
How about Mrs. Kernicki?
Mrs. Kernicki is
the
oh yeah, the gym coach, right?
Yeah, no, the gym coach. For Ronnie Ann and the Casagrande, there you go, the athletic neighbor.
Now, see, this woman is one of the more memorable, she's one of the more memorable Casagrande's neighbors. Just because of the fact of how she has she has personality where she's very passionate about exercising, about working out, and there is some relationship building between her and Ronnie Ann, especially at the part in the episode where she serves as a gym teacher.
Yeah.
And then ever since she serves as a gym teacher, things haven't exactly gone well
I just mostly think of her just as a sporty girl. Cool. She has been a supporting character for the Casagrandes, but she's kind of like an average character. She's not really like anything huge. She's kind of in that range of Mrs. Nakamura.
She's an old Lynn Loud Jr. I like to call her Lynn Loud as an old lady.
I can't really give her a B either. I think she's more C range just because I don't see much about her. She only her roles that she's done has mostly been on sports and being flexible. So yeah, I must just say C.
I'll say C plus to C, somewhere around
C plus to C. Okay, if we're gonna put her in C, where would you put her in the C range?
Well, I'll put her in the C range, to be honest. Still above Gavin.
Put
her above Gavin.
We put Margarita above Gavin, which I thought was something. Oh no.
Because Gavin's not a great character.
No, I feel like over Nana Gale. I think over Nana Gale.
Over Nana Gale?
Yeah. Well, if we're gonna do that, we're gonna put her in between Gavin and
Casey.
Casey, yeah.
Deal.
Okay, we'll do that. So Gavin over right here, Gavin and Casey. That's where Mrs. Kernicki.
We're doing this deal or no deal thing.
How about Mrs. Carmichael?
Mrs. Carmichael. Remind me again.
She's Lenny's boss.
Oh, Lenny's boss. Right. So Mrs. Carmichael, she does serve as the typical strict boss that you often see in media.
I just remember Miguel and Fiona hating her.
Yeah.
So.
And for good reason, too. Mrs. Carmichael can be a bit much. But at the end of the day, she is just doing her job. And she can be fair to Lenny.
Yeah.
She can be fair to Lenny.
Like, I do appreciate what she's doing for Lenny. I mean, she did make her manager of the day one
Yeah.
time. So many, like, opportunities for Lenny to actually do well in that job. And like, again, just a little bit of appearances for Mrs. Carmichael. There wasn't really much for her in these last couple episodes. Somebody tells me that she's more of a C-range character as well.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Carmichael? Where do you think she would be in?
I'll put her in C range as well. I have nothing against Miss Carmichael. She can be a bit much. I like to think of her as sort of a mother figure to Lenny. Like, she helps her out. We don't often see it on screen, but it's something I like to think myself headcanon. Miss Carmichael does think of Lenny as her daughter.
I think so too.
Her
Yeah, I feel like she's definitely in the C range, maybe a C plus range, because she does have an importance for Lenny. So I think C when it comes to Mrs. Carmichael. But we're gonna put her in the C range.
To put her in the C range, in between Cricket and Margarita, to be honest.
Cricket and Margarita. Okay, yeah, I could move with that. Cricket though, dude, Cricket doesn't have much appearance. I feel like Cricket should go lower than what she has right now.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't understand about why Cricket is currently in C.
Because Cricket's too adorable, and she's an adorable French passion girl.
I think she's too high of a C range in my case, but still.
She was the perfect BFF for Lola, and it's helped by the fact that she has a French accent. She's French.
Okay, next up, how about Myrtle?
Yes! Asian Myrtle, let's go! No Time to Spy really did help out her character a lot. Before No Time to Spy, we thought of her as just a sweet gran and a nice girlfriend to Pop Up, but Pop Up the Question was a prelude to what's to come of Agent Myrtle. No Time to Spy, oh my gosh, Agent Myrtle at her best. She takes it to a whole new level. She actually goes from being a C-range character to a B-range character to even an A-range character. I'll put an A.
I think for Myrtle, definitely, I think A. I think she's kind of like in the S tier now, just because she ends up being a kick-ass secret agent. Like, the thing is about her is that she got annoying in the first episode. Yes, we understand that. But she did get better as episodes progress. Like, we get to see her more in Sunset Canyon. And there was the episode where her and Nana Gale were, you know, trying to get a room together. There was also the episode where we get to finally see who she is in the beginning as a spy. And then No Time to Spy kind of killed it for her. Like, she's amazing in No Time to Spy. Yeah,
they fleshed out that spy agent storyline of Myrtle, and it was so fun.
So you're thinking A tier, and I'm thinking S tier. So like, where should she really be? S tier, A tier in this case?
I'm gonna say A plus.
A plus tier. Okay, so if she's gonna be an A plus tier, I think she's kind of better than everybody right now.
Like even more so than Lisa.
Is Lisa? I don't know. Okay, where would you put her then? If you could put an A plus tier.
We have Lisa Loud fans here, so you might want to.
Yeah. Okay, then where would you put Myrtle then?
In between Lisa and Carlota.
Really? So she's kind of that high?
I mean, I would have put her below Kara. Thanks a lot, Nate. But no, I want to be fair here. I want to be fair to both of us and say, yeah, if we're talking about objectively, because we've seen Myrtle much more anyways, I would say in between Lisa and Carlota.
Okay. Yeah, I'll agree with it too. Sure. Yeah. We'll put her in that range then. Oh my gosh. All these ongoing debates that we're going to have for this, but I'll take it, sure. Everybody else in the audience is also saying A, by the way, so I guess we'll stick with that.
Yeah.
How about Nikki?
Nikki is... I feel like Nikki got robbed of her own episode. Like, she comes off as just the skater girlfriend for Ronnie Ann, other than Sid, of course, but we see Nikki as... Before Sid came along, she was the female of Ronnie Ann's trio friends. I feel like there should be... If we had gotten an episode of her, like, fully develop a character, she would have been ranked higher, but as it is, I'm going to say B range.
B range?
There could have been more to Nikki.
Yeah, I really actually like Nikki a whole lot. I mean, even in the first episode where we get to see her in that one Casagrandes episode, City Slickers, like, she ended up becoming pretty cool. She's just mostly a skater girl with Ronnie Ann. That was pretty much the only thing I got from her. It does stink that she didn't have an episode. And it would have been better if we got her an A tier if she actually did have an episode. Like, say, for example, get off the skating garb and actually become like a princess for once. Maybe that kind of episode would be really great for Nikki.
Or maybe give her something to work with other than just being the skater girl. Like, have her have other interests.
But you're saying B tier. And I'm like, I think she deserves more than B. Like, B plus range, maybe?
B plus, okay, I get it. But I'm saying
where would you put her in B in this case?
Where I would put her in B is...
I think she kind of is better than Girl Jordan.
I think it'd be in between Liam and Maggie.
Liam and Maggie. I guess you're right, just because I don't see much of Nikki in the Casagrandes, so I'm assuming that, sure, we could just probably put Nikki over there.
At least Samir had his own episode for the record. That's what it's called, for the record.
Well, when we get to Samir, we're probably going to hit him to a higher rank, huh?
Oh, much higher, yeah.
And I think he's kind of a better friend. Again, we'll talk more about that when you get to him. So, yeah. Okay, what about Par?
Yes.
Bobby's best friend.
Par, we got Bobby's BFF. Let's go. They're a gay ship. No, just kidding.
Well, what?
They're gay together, man.
Oh my god. Well, okay, here's the thing. The only thing that I cared more about Par is that he's a very extreme guy. You can totally see him do all these stunts here and there, and which Bobby is scared of, you know?
Yeah, but when you look at Par, he's the kind of guy who loves to do stuff. He's outgoing. He's gregarious. He loves to do extreme things. That's what makes his character interesting and lovable. And for that, I'm going to say where I rank Par is A tier.
Really?
He's an A tier character.
I don't think he's A. He's kind of like in that B range, to be honest.
Really?
I kind of feel like he's... Well, look, he's just an extreme guy. The only time we get to see Par is mostly in those episodes, and then she's just a daily fruit vendor for the Mercado. Again, I don't really see much when it comes to Par. I feel like he's just more in the B range, not really like in the C average, more like in the... He's above average to me.
You want to say A minus B plus?
Maybe like I'm kind of looking back at this. I'm looking back at this. I'm kind of wondering what would Par be. Maybe like probably better than Angus in my case. I want to say
he's on par with Angus.
On par with Angus, so you would say in that same range between Maggie and Angus.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're with me too. All right.
See what I did there? On par.
Yeah. Hold on for a sec. Yeah. So we'll put Par over at... Wait, we put it over here, right?
Yep. Right
No, we did. We put Maggie and Par and Angus. There we go. All right. How about Paula?
Paula is my favorite of Lynn's friends, and yes, that includes Margot. Paula, because, well, you got disability representation where she has a broken leg.
And she appeared more compared to Margot and Maggie, so...
The thing I admire about Paula is that she doesn't let her broken leg stop her from pursuing
Yeah, she's
her
continuing to do more
sports,
and I think she's starting to, like, be a part of, like, the middle school, for example. I just remember that one episode where, like, Lincoln became a great singer, and then, like... I remember Paula being a part of that cast too. So I think she's trying to become...
Solo,
she's trying to be a part of like the whole entire group and stuff. And I do think that we need to get more Paula episodes, if anything. I know she's part of the Loud House, so I'm assuming we got to get more of her soon.
Yeah, and it also helps that she's voiced by Cree Summers.
And she's a legendary voice actress herself.
So bonus points for that, for having a legendary voice actress.
Yeah, I feel like she's definitely A range in my case.
I'm going to say... high in the A range.
High in the A range. That's interesting.
Yes.
I would say average A. Like I wouldn't say like high A range because you're kind of like going into the levels of Carlota and Lisa here.
That is fair.
Yeah, I have a feeling like she's definitely A, but like when you look at here, I don't know where we want to put her. Maybe
in between Bobby and Carl, if I were to take over
really in between them.
In between Bobby and Carl, but you know what? It's our list, so where would you?
Yeah, no, I mean. I was gonna think behind Kara, to be fair.
Yeah?
I was thinking behind Kara.
Perfect.
So you're thinking that too?
Yes.
Are you okay with that?
Behind Kara.
All right, so we're putting Paula right behind Kara. There it is. All right. So that's Paula. Let's talk about Persephone.
Yeah, Persephone she's the
also part of Mortician's Club too.
The female Mortician's Club goth chick besides Lucy and Haikyuu. Much like with Morpheus, there's not much to this character other than being one of the background.
The only thing that she does is that she has an umbrella and she's mostly walking around with it. That's it. But she doesn't have anything big about her. I mean, what was it? Dante had better episodes compared to Persephone. I don't think we even have a Persephone episode at all.
We don't have a Persephone episode.
Yeah, at least she's just another background character, and that just tells me like, okay, kind of more D range in my case. She's nothing. There's nothing good about her at the moment right now.
The thing is, I'm not exactly a fan of Morpheus either, but you gotta give credit. He at least had his own episode, even though it sucked.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess we could probably go with that then.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put her. I say D. What about you?
D.
So you say D as well? Okay.
Yeah.
Where would you put her in D in this case? I think higher than everybody else that's in the D range right now.
Yes, still better than Flip, and still better than that female Shek.
Yeah. Yeah, the bullies again. Why are we in D? I mean, it kind of sucks that Chan is the only F person that we have right now.
For now, at least. For now. At least.
Okay. So how about Principal Ramirez?
Principal Ramirez. I'm gonna be honest. She's quite an upgrade in comparison to Principal Hoggins. Like you see, Principal Ramirez as more compassionate, more understanding towards the students, and she pretty much had some. She has some kick-ass moments as well.
There has been some good moments about her. I just remember from the first episode at school, you guys kind of don't like her. Is that true? Is that true, everybody? Do you guys not like her?
Lincoln to Canada. She sent Lincoln to Canada.
But for the better, it was his fault for trying to go through a different class. But the only class that she can find available is like one in Canada.
I think the episode that presents Principal Ramirez at her best is a Stella performance where she was a mother figure.
Oh, she was such a great person to Stella. That's true.
She's a mother figure to Stella, and I want to see more Principal Ramirez if it means we get more episodes with her and Stella.
I feel like Principal Ramirez is a much better principal. I mean, we did have Principal Huggins, and we already ranked him as I think a B character.
Yeah.
No, I think we did. Oh, yeah, we did put him as a B character, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, because Principal Hawkins was too much of a strict principal stereotype. Right,
well, if I weren't gonna put Principal Ramirez, I'll put her A minus.
A minus is fair. A minus is
so
fair.
If we're gonna put her A minus, I feel like she's.
I want to say beneath Clyde's dad's. Just beneath
Clyde's dad? No. I think she's better than Clyde's dad.
You think she's better than Clyde's dad?
I think she's better than Clyde's dad.
I wouldn't go that far,
yeah,
sir,
I think she's better than Clyde's dad. I think she might be better than Chunk too. So.
I highly disagree, sir. I disagree, sir.
Stop your Luna bias. Stop your Luna bias and just go with... I think we're going to stick with that. I feel like Mr. Principal Ramirez is a better character than Chunk. Chunk is, just there as a background. But Principal Ramirez can be helpful for the Louds, and I feel like she's definitely up there.
Now, this isn't even Luna bias. Like, Chunk is a more significant character than you think.
All right, so, I mean... this is where I'll put her. Are you okay with this?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I was about to say, if you're going to put her above...
She's not above Lin Loud Sr., for sure.
Yeah, I would have been shocked if that happened.
No. I mean, like, again, Lin Loud Sr. is Lin Loud Sr. He's always been amazing. I don't know why we put him this low, by the way.
Well, I mean, Lin Sr. has his good moments. He has some not-so-great moments. Let's see with that.
All right, we do have Becky's brother, Ricky, and I'm like...
He's male Becky.
Yeah,
he's male
Becky, but like he doesn't have much to do. I don't think he had much to do in like the Casagrandes. I don't know if he had an episode.
Like he's boy Becky. That's all there is to it.
Maybe that one episode where that the kid with the tuba, like he had an episode and Ricky was there too. He was a bully to him too. I don't think that actually impresses me a bit.
Yeah. Hey, genetics, right?
Yeah.
Like sister, like brother.
How do we even like bring up Ricky here? Because like I think like. I don't know. Like, he only had one episode. That's the thing. He only had one episode.
And see, that's the problem, is that he just comes off as Becky but a boy. There's not much to him. See, the thing with Becky is that while I do have a love-hate relationship with her, like, I sometimes love her, I sometimes hate her, she at least has character. Ricky doesn't have much character. He's a cardboard cutout of Becky.
Okay, so I put him D in this case, but, like, yeah, because he's, again, not much about him. And like the only thing I could press him was just the D range in my case.
I'm sorry, I have to put him in F.
Really? He's an F character?
He's an F character. There's nothing about it that's so appealing. Like, he's not even.
That's kind of a big deal right there, having him in F.
I mean, like Chandler's got to have some company, but yeah, if there's anyone
I don't think he's gonna be F tier. I think he. Dude, it's just one episode. Chandler had like many episodes to impress us, and he continued to fail. Yeah. I have a feeling he's more of a D range, maybe like better than the bullies.
D minus.
Yeah, I think he's better than the bullies to me.
All right, you can put him there, in between Flip and the bullies.
Yeah, I think he's better off here. It kind of sucks, but like I really think if he had more episodes, he would be a C character. But like, yeah, D range is I think kind of the more preferable case in my range. I don't know. You wanted F. I'm like, wow, for a little kid like him.
Yeah, because Ricky does. Because the thing with Ricky is it's like he's nothing. He's nothing but boy Becky. That's it.
I guess. All right, next, Read Aloud.
Read Aloud. That's an entirely different story. Like she is up there as S or A tier. She's definitely is. An amazing mother.
I think she definitely is an amazing mother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy when mothering 11 kids. it ain't easy, but she somehow manages to do it in fly colors.
There have been many episodes about Rita Loud that I started to like. I mean, there's also, what was it, that Rita Her Pains, for example. That one was a pretty good episode of her just trying to like get out of doing all the things for her kids, for example. What was it? There's a lot of them too. Like there was an episode where like Rita tried to be a journalist, for example. That was a great one as well. There's been at least some impressive stuff about Rita, especially that one episode where there was like trying to catch a thief. Remember that one?
Yeah, Rita and Lily, I remember.
Yeah, that one was actually a pretty nice episode as well. So I think Rita's starting to impress me. I feel like she's more of the A range as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say A range as well. I want to put her in the high A range because as a mother of 11 kids, and you gotta admire the dedication.
So I do agree too. She does prefer in the high A range as well. I feel like she's kind of like, ooh, I know that she's definitely better than. Oh man, I might say better than Adelaide.
Well, better than Adelaide.
Where would you put her?
I would say, I'm gonna say better than in between Myrtle and Carlota. Like
Myrtle and Carlota.
Doesn't quite match Myrtle, but better than Carlota.
Okay, I think I'll agree with you there.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks because I really like Carlota to be a very high A, but we're kind of putting other characters higher than her. Okay. Oh man, how about Rocky? Rocky, out of all people.
Loudhouse is one of the. Are you kidding? You did a great injustice to this boy. Okay, Rocky deserves better. How dare you? Like, oh my gosh, I will never.
I don't know what to do. He only appeared in one episode. The only impressions about Rocky is that Rocky and Lucy had a thing. Like they liked each
Rocky
other.
and Lucy had a thing, and it was so cute. Back in Black was beautiful. It was adorable. They were opposites, yet they worked. They were so good together. They were opposites attract. And you just threw away in the garbage. How dare you? No. I'm sorry, but no. Loudhouse did dirty to this boy.
Oh.
I will never forgive him for that.
It stinks that the only impressions about him was the fact that he likes what Lucy likes, and that would have again been a good thing about Rusty's brother. But we've never seen Rusty's brother ever since. So
exactly. Instead, like after him, we see that Silas guy or whatever. Silos, whatever. By the way, if Silas were here, he'd be F2. Anyway, let's go back to Rocky.
So where would we put Rocky then?
You know what? Rocky is a character that could have had more appearances, but unfortunately, due to Nickelodeon being stupid with the Loud House, they decided to toss him in the garbage. And I'm Rocky deserves better.
Look, I know Rocky deserves better, and I wish he was A if he only had more appearances. I think he's kind of more of a B minus C plus range character to me.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do Rocky some justice and give him a B plus.
So you want him in the B plus range?
B plus.
Okay, we're agreeing on the B plus range now in this case. So he would be where then in between these characters?
I'm gonna say in between Kara and
no, that's A. Kara's A.
Oh, no. Okay, so I'm gonna say when it comes to B range, I'm gonna say in between.
I feel like he might go actually B, just the regular B range, because I feel like he's
in between Hector and Carlitos. In between Hector and Carlitos.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah. Fine, we'll put Rocky in between. There we go. Okay, you like him there.
Hashtag justice for Rocky.
Yes, I know. We definitely want justice for Rocky.
Justice for Rocky.
Next, how about Rusty's dad?
Rusty's dad. We don't see much of Rusty's dad.
No. The latest episodes have had. There's a lot about Rusty that has been going on in the latest episodes. I mean, he is dating. What is it? The
newscaster.
Yeah, the newscaster girl.
Yeah.
Kara Mulligan or something.
Rusty's dad is the type of character.
Catherine Mulligan. Sorry.
Yeah, he's better than his. He's better than his elder son for sure. But Rusty's dad, he's a charismatic guy who runs a tuxedo rental place, and there are some amusing moments with him here and there, but it's not enough to where I could put him in A or B range. He's still a C range character to me.
Yeah. You're right. I think he's kind of like in the average character kind of person. Yeah. Like I get it. Like Rusty is a different kind of character, but Rocky on the other hand tries to be like Rusty. I feel like Rusty learned from Rusty's dad. I actually learned the name now. It's actually Rodney Spokes.
Rodney, I see.
Yeah, that's his name. I didn't actually get it until now, so there's that. I feel like you're right. He might be in the average C range in my case.
Yeah.
Where should I put him? Maybe over Mima in my case.
Over Mima, yeah.
You think over Mima? Okay, so we're gonna put it right there, over Mima.
Sorry, Laird, but your friend Rusty's relative. We have to put him above your relative.
We're already doing an S tier on this person already. All right, here we go.
Yes,
Ronnie Ann, Santiago.
Yes.
We're doing it already. We're going to put it.
Already an S tier. It's a matter of where. It's a matter of where the S tier, though.
She's one of those characters that we were thinking when we first saw her in season 1 of The Loud House. We're thinking that she's a regular B character, C character, just because she bullies around Lincoln Loud. And then we also saw that episode. What was it? Save the Date, and we all love Ronnie Ann. She became like a higher character, and then it gets better and better ever since she went to the Casagrandes. She got even better, and then we pretty much proved her an S tier already. So yes, Ronnie Ann does deserve S tier. But you're right. Our debate now is where should we put her in S tier?
Yeah. See, Ronnie Ann is one of the best Loud Casa characters ever. I would say top 3. I'm gonna say top 3 best.
Even better than Lincoln.
No, I'm saying like where I would rank her. I would tell you where I rank her, but I'm gonna say this right now. Ronnie Ann is one of the best Loud Casa characters.
So now the big debate comes to mind: Ronnie Ann over Lincoln or Lincoln over Ronnie Ann?
Ronnie Ann over Lincoln.
Really?
Ronnie Ann over Lincoln.
Really?
Yes, better protagonist, better character, and better kid.
I mean, I do ship Ronniekin, but the problem is, like, I can't split. I don't know. Like, do you think it's... Well, if you're going to put her over Lincoln, is she over, like, Lori, Luna, and Luann?
Oh, definitely not above Luna. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Oh, my God.
No one's above Luna. But anyway, where I put her, I'm sorry to have to split the roommates.
I might actually... I might do the same thing.
I'm sorry to split the roommates, but I have to put Ronnie Ann in between Luna and Luann. Yeah. Ronnie Ann is the second best.
So it is true. We're putting Ronnie Ann over Lincoln.
Yes.
So all Lincoln fans are gonna hate us for that now. But I do agree too that Luna, Ronnie Ann, then Luann. I think that's definitely a 1, 2, 3 punch right there.
Yeah.
All right. So we are saying this: Luna, Ronnie Ann on the second place right there.
Perfect placement.
I think she's better. I think Ronnie Ann's better than Luna, to be fair.
I mean, I personally don't think so. I just see how some of our friends do think Ronnie Ann's better than Luna. You don't want more power to them. I can see why, but no, I'm sorry. Luna's number 1 for me.
Oh, man. Oh, God. I kind of want to really push to Ronnie Ann to over Luna.
All I'm saying is...
I kind of want to really do it. Like, I want to push Ronnie Ann over Luna, to be fair.
You got purple-themed girls who are dominating this.
Yeah, but... Oh, my God. I just feel like Ronnie Ann is better. I feel like Ronnie Ann is better than Luna, I think.
Okay, you can make the argument that, she had her own movie, and
She did an amazing job in the movie.
She did defeat a goddess.
Yeah,
I will
I
give
mean,
that.
Like... I don't see any other character better than Ronnie Ann at the moment. I mean...
rock, paper, scissors for
it. No.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Are we really going to do this?
I got to fight for my girl Luna, okay? She got her hit episode, Play It Loud. She's got her own songs. Come on.
Man.
I mean, it doesn't matter to
I mean, it's really hard. It is really hard. I mean, maybe the crowd should probably think of something here.
It is our list, so
yeah, I know, but the crowd can also get a little influence here, you know.
Chad, we want to ask you, who do you think should be on top of the other?
Oh man. Okay, well, fine. We'll keep her like that right now. Luna, Ronnie Ann, Luann. Yeah, it's probably gonna be our 1, 2, 3 there, but. Something tells me Ronnie Ann is better than Luna. I just have a feeling it is that case, but yeah.
You got to give it this. Ronnie Ann is at least in the top 2. That's enough, you know?
I mean, she definitely is second place. She definitely is like S tier, but like second place, I don't know. I feel like...
You got number 2 out of how many characters here? Out of how many characters? So that's good enough for me.
Fine. We'll put Ronnie Ann here, second place. Because Omid's bias is just overtaking everything. Okay, how about Rosa?
Rosa is... definitely quite a cool abuela.
Yeah, good time. I gotta remind me of that episode now.
Then is evening. Anyway, Rosa is such a cool grandmother to Ronnie and Bobby and the rest of Casagrandes kids. And Rosa is just a wholesome grandmother all around, and it helps that she can lift too. She's actually quite strong.
She's a very strong woman herself. That's correct.
And I'm waiting for her to be like, do you even lift, mijo?
I feel like, if anything, there was a lot of Rosa episodes that made me, like, impress her a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like she's more of an A character, but, like, A- range, I must say.
Good sir, I'm gonna say A+.
A+. You're bringing her all the way up to that level, huh?
All the way up to that level, because at the end of the day, she is what carries this entire Casagrande family. She carries the family.
That is true, and then she has been impressive on the last couple episodes too.
Yeah.
That whole spy thing about Rosa, we still haven't got an answer for. So,
where did that come from? We'll never know.
We don't ever know, because I thought the movie would answer that too, but we didn't get that either. So
exactly, I was waiting for, because it ended on such a cliffhanger. I thought to myself, is Casagrandes ever going to answer the question? But then I thought to myself, the same Disney TV.
All right, so we're going to put Rosa in A, but like, if we're going to put her in A, where in the A range should we put her? I feel like she might be in that same range with Rita. I think she might be in the same range with Rita.
I'm going to say, put the two grandmas together.
Grandmas?
Myrtle. You got Myrtle.
Oh, Myrtle. Okay. So maybe over Rita? You think over Rita?
I mean, with Rita and Rosa, it's kind of hard to choose between the two.
Yeah, I mean...
Because Rosa takes care of a big family too, just like Rita does.
I know. It's weird to say Carlota over Rosa. Damn. I like Carlota over Rosa, to be fair.
For me, it's the other way around, but I do respect.
So I would say... Yeah, I guess we'd probably put her... You want her here or do you want her here?
In between Myrtle and Rita.
Myrtle and Rita? Okay, we'll put her over there then.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Rusty Spokes. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna put her F. Don't tell me he's gonna be an F character.
No. I'm not going that far, but it may not be F, but it's pretty damn low ranking. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not a fan of this character.
I mean, he's always a show-offy character.
I find the character to be too damn boastful, and it can come off a bit annoying to me. It came off a bit much to me. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but I know there are fans of Rusty that are entertained by Rusty. You know, more power to them. I'm just not one of them.
Okay, so what do you think he would be? Like a C range in this case?
D range.
Whoa, that's way too low to me.
D range?
That's way too low to me, I think.
I'm sorry, but even especially in the most recent seasons, he's been so annoying.
No, but then, like, he has been... I get it. He's a little bit annoying, but he has been helpful. He is a good friend to Lincoln Loud. I mean, he did make that episode, that episode over his birthday. He made that, whole birthday party thing,
and there
which I think is a good credit, which I gotta give credit to,
But other than that, I'm not going to deny Rusty has been good to Lincoln in some episodes. He's had some moments with Lincoln, which is why he's not F tier. But other than that, I have a feeling like he's low-key kind of, the jealous, petty friend to Lincoln. Like,
I don't
he's
think
sort
so.
of envious of him.
No, I don't think so. I think he's just more... I really feel like he's a C character. He's kind of an average kind of Joe. The other friends are kind of better when we get to Zach. We'll probably get him into the B list, if anything.
Oh, Lincoln's friends are much
I know
better
Rusty. I know, like, Liam, Stella, and Zach are kind of better friends also. And I do think that I do think, like, Rusty at least does deserve his kudos. Like, he did have some moments with Lincoln that ended up actually becoming really wholesome, and I do think I gotta give him props to that. That's why I have to give him a C. So I think he's more of a C character than like a
C minus. You want to do C minus?
Okay, if we were putting C minus,
I will accept C minus. I will accept C minus.
Where would you put him in C minus then?
I'm gonna say still better than Arturo.
Wow, that's really low, by the way. No, I think he's better than some of the Morticians Club guys. Oh no, I might actually put him in behind Casey. I feel like he's kind of in that range.
There's no way that he's better than Boris.
Really?
There's no way he's better than Boris.
I think. Oh no, I feel like Rusty has like a lot more moments than what Boris has. Boris has like so many like small moments here and there, while at least Rusty has like so many things with Lincoln. Like that makes me like appreciate him a little bit. So yeah.
That's more power to you, man.
I'll put him right there. I'll put him right there. Casey, then Rusty in that C range.
And that's being generous. I'm being generous to say, okay, I accept that, but that's being way too generous to the character.
Okay, whatever. We'll give that. All right, this one is gonna be an S tier character, I would imagine.
S.
Let's go with Sam Sharp.
S is for Sam Sharp. That's good enough for me.
Oh God.
Yes.
Sam Sharp. Okay. Yes. Where would Sam go in S now?
Sam Sharp. S is for Sam. I would say that Sam Sharp would be. See, ever since Alice with Love, I've been wanting more and more of Sam because she's Luna's love interest because their relationship is so adorable. I can't get enough of it. Over the seasons, we've learned that not only is she a rock star, but there's more to her than that. She loves animals. She volunteers in an animal shelter, and she's a compassionate sister to her little brother Simon.
Yeah, I do have a feeling like Sam definitely does deserve the S tier. It's just more of like high S tier, mid S tier. I think she's more of a mid S tier kind of character.
I will accept mid S tier.
Yeah, I don't think she would accept mid S tier. I think she's kind of like I was thinking over Lenny, and I prefer between Lenny and Lola. I think she's kind of like in that range because I like Lenny more than Sam.
I'm not gonna say. I'll say in between the twins.
Really?
Lola and Lana.
You're really gonna split them up now?
I have to split them
You
up.
have to really
I'm sorry.
split Lola and Lana now?
I find Lola to be an overall better character, but I have to put my Luna bias aside and say Lola's better. But I would say Sam comes close.
You know what? I actually do prefer Lola. When I think about it now, I actually do prefer Lola more than Sam.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. You know what? Sam is gonna be over there in the S tier range, right behind Lola and right before Lana. Oh God, you did split the twins. Why?
No, but you got the animal lovers right next to each other.
Okay,
they love animals.
That's true. Until we skip it a little bit, we'll see. How about Samir?
Samir, I would say he would rank above both Casey and Nikki. I feel like out of the three, Samir has the most character. And it helps that he has his own focus episode For the Record. I think For the Record is what helped elevate his character.
So Samir, I think with the episode of the whole world record one, I think that definitely, you're right. It does boost his character a little bit. It does give him like more interest and stuff. Like Casey is not bad of a character, while Samir actually started to like outshine as he continues to have more episodes.
Yeah.
Somebody tells me like I think he definitely does deserve like a better kudos here. I think he deserves B plus A minus range in my case.
B plus. I'll say B plus.
Okay, so if we're for Samir, if we're saying B plus, where are we gonna put him in the B plus range here?
B plus. Right between Liam and Nikki.
Liam and so you think he's better than Nikki, huh?
Well, yeah, he is better than Nikki because Nikki didn't get much character to work with in comparison to Samir.
I wish we had more time with Samir. Unfortunately, the Casagrandes is over.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we had more time with him, he might be a better character, and I feel like with him we will do
potential Casa side character episode under the Loud House name.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen at some point.
We'll see. Next up, how about Scoots?
Scoots, I will say, she despite her old age, she always manages to live wild, live free, and she's pretty much ride or die sort of old lady. Oh, by the way, I have to optimize iPhone storage. It's why now?
You didn't delete it?
No, I did delete it, but I made sure as much room as possible. But yeah, that is weird.
Okay. So where would we go for Scoots here?
Where I would go for Scoots, to be fair, is I would put her above like the B minus or C range, B minus or C plus range. What do you think?
I don't think she has much of a big focus. She does have those episodes, but to be fair, like some of those episodes have been annoying to say when it comes to Scoots. I think she's more of a C character. Like you understand like what Scoots is. Sometimes she could be like a scammy character herself. Like I remember that one episode when she like scammed Lincoln and Clyde for a room. They had to compete together for those old ladies and stuff.
She's the reason why Flip is the way he is.
That's
like,
true. See, that's another thing too. See what's going on with Scoots. Scoots was kind of a bad influencer as well.
That's why I kind of have to rank her lower than usual because she created Flip.
Yeah, people are saying D, and do you think she deserves D range in this case?
I would say, due to her having some memorable moments, I would say C minus.
C minus. I would prefer C minus as well, but I feel like she's kind of like better than Kotaro. I feel like, right? Yeah, I feel like over Kotaro, if anything. Do you think do you think deserves that?
Above Kotaro, yes.
You think above Kotaro? Okay. All right, so we'll put Scoots over here. How about Sergio? Oh no! Is this our next F character? Oh no! Oh no! Is this gonna be our next F character? Ooh.
You all know how I feel about Sergio. Every time I look at Sergio, I think to myself, God damn it, I need some Kentucky Fried Parrot. He was so annoying. Couldn't stand his voice. Couldn't stand him interfering with Ronnie Ann's plans. Couldn't stand him making things worse for Ronnie Ann and the family. Couldn't stand him, period. But there's a part of me that doesn't want to put him in the F tier quite yet because unlike Chandler has no redeeming qualities, there are...
Is there any redeeming qualities for Sergio? I don't feel like there wasn't much because like the last time we actually saw an episode with Sergio was in a Loud House episode where he like scammed the pets or something and then had a party over at like Charles's like doghouse or something.
Yeah, and that episode sucked too. Yeah, see, unlike Chandler, who has absolutely no redeeming qualities whatsoever, Sergio does have some light moments here and there. I think that the few moments that Sergio was legit funny is when he wasn't being a hindrance to Ronnie Ann. So I would say that not quite F tier, but still like very low D, like D minus.
D minus. Yeah. If we're gonna put her in the D range, like I feel like he's even below the bullies to me.
Even below the bullies. Yes.
We're really gonna put a Chandler level. I think we're just gonna keep it a Chandler level now.
Instead of calling it F, we're just gonna call it Chandler. SABCD Chandler.
I feel like he might be F, but like better than Chandler to me. I feel like he's an F, but better.
Chandler's got company. Let's go. We got another F tier character.
Okay, it's fine.
Yes,
we're doing it. We're doing it. Sorry, Sergio fans. I'm pretty sure you're gonna hate us or throw bird poop at us.
Thank you so much. See, I wanted to say F tier, but then I know you and some of the loud cost stuff.
Yeah. But I'm gonna feel towards it too because he has no redeeming qualities. Every episode that he has been average to bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think he deserves kind of the F tier at the moment. So
thank you. Yes. I'm glad we're on the same page.
All right, now let's head over to Christmas because these next characters are from 12 to Fight for Christmas. Let's actually start off with Shane.
Yeah. So Shane is the pop star singer of the Loud Cousins, and it's sort of a toss-up between he and Shelby as to who is my favorite of Lance's family.
I like him a lot though. Like I think if he had more like redeeming time, because I know Shelby definitely deserves high. Like she's definitely going to be up high for sure for Shelby, but I feel like Shane definitely deserves some praise just because he's a singer. He also did help the Louds when it comes to that whole family plan that happened in that episode. I feel like A would be a reasonable like range for Shane to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say A minus because Shane should have more episodes focused on.
Okay, fine. If we're gonna put him in A minus, I feel like he's below Benny to me.
Below Benny?
Yeah.
Let me see.
So if we're gonna put Shane here, we'll put Shane. Right
I wouldn't put him above Howard or Harold though.
Okay, maybe.
I don't want to put him above Clyde's dads though.
Okay, fine. Wait, you're gonna put him really below, like right here?
Yeah.
You really like him right there? I think he's better than that. I think he's better than that.
I think Chunk and Clyde's dads are better than Shane.
Because I also was looking at what was it? I was also looking at the Reporter Girl as well, and I was thinking maybe Shane's definitely not better than the Reporter Girl.
Then Catherine Mulligan.
Yeah. Because like Lin Lao Senior definitely is on that level as well. Principal Ramirez is on that level as well. I think he definitely is better than Chunk. I feel like he's in that. He's better than Principal. He's definitely not better than Principal Ramirez. So I feel like he's in that. He's right behind Principal Ramirez in my case.
Really?
Do you prefer that too, or do you think it's definitely where he should be right there?
I mean, what if let's say you put Shane in between Chunk and Principal Ramirez? Do we have a deal?
Yeah, I guess we can do that.
Deal.
Yeah, I think we can do that. All right, so Shane would be right over here between Chunk and Howard.
Yeah, that's a deal. I think that's perfect.
All right, so anything he does deserve A, but I feel like it's just too low because apparently you think it's low.
No, because Shane. When you look at Shane, he's a male Luna in that he's a teenager and he's into music, but extended rock is pop.
All right, next, Sharon. Sharon Loud.
Sharon Loud. Okay, so we got Lance's wife, and Sharon Loud is quite a powerhouse mama.
Well, she is kind of a big lifter herself. But to be fair, Shane is strong, and she's strong too. Yes.
Yeah, and she knows how to put Lance in his place when he acts childish or something like that. Yeah. So that's what I admire about Sharon. She keeps the family together.
All right. You know what though? I mean, I think if anything, she is impressive. Like she helped keep Shane pretty much like as he is. Again, not much of impressions when it comes to Sharon. I'm kind of looking into the mothers list because I know he did put Rita and Rosa in the A list, but I don't think she deserves A right at the moment. Maybe B plus in my case.
A minus to B plus.
A minus to B plus. Okay. So I feel like he definitely deserves in the A minus range, but like maybe next to Shane.
Maybe next to her son?
Yeah, I think maybe next to her son. That's what I was thinking. I don't know about you. Where would you put Sharon?
Like slightly below Clyde's dads.
Slightly below Clyde's dads? So right below Clyde's dads?
Yeah. I don't want to split the family apart, but I feel like Clyde's dads are, better parents.
I don't know about that. So you want to hear then?
Yeah.
Me thinking about this, and I'm like, no.
Takes a lot.
Okay, fine. I'll agree with it just because, like, again, I don't see much of Sharon. I know that Shane's family will be more into the Loud House.
Yeah.
If we could get a Sharon episode and maybe make her impress me a little bit more, then we can make her into a higher tier. Yeah. Come on, more Loud House.
Yeah,
Loud House, folks. Give me more Loud House episodes.
She has potential to have more appearances. Yeah.
All right. Next S character is Shelby. Okay, I'm pretty sure everybody's going S tier with Shelby.
Shelby is the best of Lance's family.
Right. Are we doing this right now? Are we putting Shelby S tier? Is that what we're doing?
Shelby has that Sid Chang energy that
she's like, I get it. Like, she's an absolute kid. She's wholesome, and she has that little talking sweatshirt, which I thought was adorable.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man. Like, she definitely is like the Lincoln Loud of that family for sure.
She's a mixture of Lincoln and Sid.
Yeah.
That's a nice
oh my god. Like, I don't know how to bring it. Like, she definitely deserves S tier, but like, man, but compared to the other characters though, I feel like she kind of is into that mid to low tier S tier range.
I'm going to say low tier because the other characters are better. I would say still below Mrs. Bernardo.
Mrs. Bernardo? Really? Right over there? Just right there?
Right over there is perfect.
I was thinking actually over Darcy.
Really? Above Darcy?
Yeah, because look, like in that episode, she already impressed me. Like, she was absolutely like wholesome. She's like kind and oh my god, like she's a precious child that I want to protect, you know?
Yeah. I will say that out of all of Lance's family members, I want to see Shelby the most. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fair ranking.
So we're going to put her in the S range here?
Yeah, but I want to put her slightly below Darcy to be honest.
So over Mrs. Bernardo? Is that what we're kind of saying here?
Fair deal.
Okay, fine. Let's do that. No, I have a feeling like he definitely is over Darcy to me.
All right, fair deal.
Yeah, I think like we're gonna do that. Yes. So Shelby is over Darcy.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we're gonna put her over there because I think the Loud sisters definitely deserve higher praises. So that's where I'm putting her at. So there's that. Next up, how about Cheryl?
Cheryl, right next to Meryl.
Oh, really? We're just gonna look. They're the same. They're the
same. They're the same. So you might as well.
But like, what makes them better? That's the thing. What makes the sisters better than each other? I don't think there is anything better.
They're identical twins. There's not much that really contrasts them other than where they work.
So I feel like Meryl is better than Cheryl to me because like I feel like Meryl had like a. When I first saw Meryl, I thought we kind of liked her a lot. Cheryl was been there for the Loud House throughout the whole entire like show, and really has been kind of in and out and stuff. Mm-hmm. I do say Meryl over Cheryl.
All right, it doesn't matter to me.
So you're kind of like thinking the same character.
Character, yeah.
All right. How about Shiloh? Shiloh, the other sister, the other brother.
Shiloh
family.
Shiloh isn't as quite memorable as his two siblings, but he has his moments where he stands out as like this wild child. He's pretty much a male Lana in a sense.
Yeah, but like he kind of reminds me of Lynn Jr. a little bit. The fact that she's a little kid.
It's like, a mixture of Lynn Jr. with Lana.
Yeah. I do have to give this though. He is a precious child, and he's a little kid. He can do whatever he wants, and he's just being a little monster himself. Yeah. I think it's adorable to see him like that. And I give him an A. I like him in A range in my case.
A range is fine, but right. I'm gonna say A-.
In the A- range?
Yeah.
Okay, so like in the A- range, where though in the A- range?
In the A-, I would say just below his mom Sharon.
Oh, really? Like that? Just like that?
Yeah.
Because we put Shane higher. I think Shallow definitely deserves higher than that to me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like he deserves to be in the same level as Shane to me.
Okay.
I feel like he's in the same level as Shane, so I would say right over there. Right over here, I think would be perfect.
That's fine. The brothers together,
Yeah, they're brothers together. All right. Next up, we have an S tier character.
Yes,
Sid Chang. Okay.
S is for Sid.
Well, we're gonna put her to S. Sid Chang is the next person to bring up. Okay.
Yes, let's go.
So obviously, what makes Sid S?
Sid Chang is she's quirky. She's hysterical. She's hilarious. She has that cute, aroma. You can't just help but smile at. And also she loves K-pop. Like she's
a big K-pop fan. She's a big,
yeah.
amazing friend to Ronnie Ann. She even loves skateboarding because of Ronnie Ann. I mean, it was thanks to Ronnie Ann that made her get into skateboarding. There's so many great adventures about Sid that I can like recall. Unstoppable, for example, that episode was just amazing with Sid and Adelaide together. There was just so many great moments with Sid and Ronnie Ann. Like I even like what is it? Another
mess.
Yeah, Another Mess, for example. That was absolutely amazing seeing Sid. Zoomergency was her peak episode for sure. Yeah. I mean, she's trying to help her family out, and then she ends up actually helping the family out in the end, and I thought it was absolutely precious. Also, the Yoon Kwan thing with with Sid was just, her thing. She's had an obsession with Yoon Kwan. You can see that in, like, Operation Popstar.
Yeah, you can see her multiple episodes, yeah.
There's too many great moments for Sid. There's too many great moments for Sid that I think she deserves high S tier to mid S tier.
Sid Chang is one of the absolute best Loud Concept characters. For that, she is high S.
I feel like she's kind of like below Lori to me. I think she's below Lori to me.
In between Lori and Lincoln, I would say...
You prefer that too?
I prefer that too, yeah. In between Lori and Lincoln.
So we're reporting Sid right there, right between Lori and Lincoln here.
I say it's perfect ranking.
Okay. I think that's perfect myself. I wouldn't say Sid is better than Ronnie Ann. Come on, Ronnie Ann is definitely the top tier character in the
Ronnie Ann's more queen in comparison to Sid.
Yeah. But I do think like Sid definitely deserves his praises because we all love Sid. She was just an amazing character.
Yes.
So yes, she did deserve top 5. She's currently in the top 5 right now. So.
Let's go.
All right. So let's see. Next up, how about Skippy? Remember Lana's crush?
There's not much to Skippy other than the fact that he's Lana's crush. After Ellis for Love, we don't see much of him, unknown.
I feel like unknown, yeah, we'll just keep him in unknown. Sorry, Skippy, we don't know you that much.
Yeah.
All right, how about Stanley Chang?
Stanley Chang, of course, he's voiced by an iconic actor. That's bonus points for that. And also, you can't help but love Stanley Chang's passion for trains. There's even this one where he fears that he might get replaced by this robot, so he tries to prove himself.
Yeah.
It's like he revolves his life around trains. You can't help alone for that. I'm gonna say B.
B. So yeah, I think I would prefer B as well. Like he definitely deserves it in the B range because he did have episodes like what you said, that episode where he loves trains.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know much when it comes to Stanley. There was just only a couple episodes here and there about Stanley that we could say. I do prefer that he does deserve in that B range. Kind of a better parent than like other parents that we've seen. So I think B deserves it.
Sure.
Or would we put Stanley in the B range?
Where I put Stan in the B range is like just above his wife Becca. Just below his wife Becca. Below his wife Becca.
Definitely below Becca. I think we prefer that. Oh, we really want those two together, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
They're husband and wife. Come on.
Fine, we'll do that. The next one is definitely S tier. Number one immediately.
I'm not gonna say number one immediately.
Yes, number one immediately. Stella Zhao.
Come on, really? Who's the one being biased?
Yeah, I know. This is where I become my big bias right here. Okay, fine.
Are you saying that she's above Luna? Are you saying she's above Ronnie?
Yes, she's definitely above Luna.
Are you saying she's above Luna?
I say she's above Luna for sure.
Even Lori? Because I remember you were a huge Lori fan too.
I was a huge Lori fan, and then Stella came in. Now she's actually like I actually like Stella. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna say low S to high A.
What? No. She definitely deserves to be high to mid S to me.
Okay, that's your opinion, but I'm saying.
Oh my god.
There were some moments where she did stand out some episodes like
I saw Estella performance ended up becoming like the best episode for Stella. Everybody agreed that it was the best episode that year.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of tells you something that the fans really love Stella. And I do agree with everybody too. Stella has become such a great character that has been like, I get it, like she's the female of Lincoln's group, and she kind of like is the voice of reason because some of the boys kind of don't know what to do.
Yeah, she's the brains of the group.
She's the brains of the group, and I like it. Like she does like all this amazing stuff. She likes drone racing. She does like all the tech stuff as well, and she wins a science fair, and she's just awesome. She does have her moments. Like of course, public speaking is one thing. But, like, God, I mean, she's just an absolute all-around great character. She definitely deserves high S tier for sure.
Stella's a nice addition to the group, but I'm going to say mid-S. We'll go with mid-S.
No, I feel like she definitely deserves high S tier. I feel like she is kind of below Ronnie Ann to me.
I feel like...
I think she deserves below Ronnie Ann to me.
Maybe... I think she's
because Ronnie Ann definitely deserves to be high top, like in the top 2 for sure. Like,
I feel like she's in between Sam and Lana.
No,
in between Sam and Lana. That's how I rank it.
I think Stella definitely deserves higher praises than that.
You're like too low, Obi, too low.
No, I think it's too low to be.
She's already an S tier.
Yeah, she already is an S tier, but I feel like she's a better S tier character. I feel like below Ronnie Ann over Luann. I think she's definitely in that range right there.
At least you put her below Ronnie Ann because Ronnie Ann's better.
Yeah, I feel like this will be the range right here. So there, Luna, Ronnie Ann, Stella. That's our top 3.
Yeah. See, our characters are top 3. Yeah.
Yeah, because you always want to put Luna number 1. I'm like, come on.
I'm saying you can't top Play It Loud, right?
I mean, but you can't stop Stella performance. That was just absolutely amazing, even though it's a 15-minute episode.
That was quite a Stella performance from her.
It is. Yeah. It was a stellar performance from her.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah. All right. We have a couple more characters left before we end the list here. We have Shane. What's her name again? What's his name again?
So, can I get a close look at the character?
This also from the Moon Goats. This guy.
Oh, also from. Oh yeah, Sullivan.
There we go.
I'm not gonna say, oh, me and that's here because Moon Goats. No, I ain't biased like that. I would say that he's more of a Moon Goats background character, but then again, Moon Goats rocks. They're awesome. I'm gonna say B tier.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he's kind of like in the same level as Mazzy. So Mazzy is currently in B tier, but like, he's kind of funny. To be fair, like I love that episode where like they were trying to find like their songs and they used Lily's Child's Play. Yeah, that episode. Because like I remember he was trying to act like a kid himself, and then he like has a kid fan as well.
That's cute.
I thought that was kind of cute. I think he definitely is like below Mazzy, maybe like below Becky.
I'm gonna say right next to Mazzy. I'll say right next to Mazzy.
So we're putting Sullivan next to Mazzy.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we could do that. Yeah, I mean, from the way I'm kind of seeing it, we're gonna do that. Oh, it's kind of funny how we get the Fox quintuplets here.
Yeah. Unknown.
I know you don't like them.
The quintuplets is not much, to them other than that they're destructive, they're loud, they're annoying.
There were episodes about the Fox quintuplets that like were kind of precious, but you're right, there wasn't really much. The Louds did babysit them, and they were kind of a destructive kind of group. Mm-hmm. I guess we'll put them in unknown for now, since we don't even know where to rank them. How about Todd?
Todd, yes, Todd the robot.
Yeah.
When it comes to Todd, I have mixed feelings about Todd. He may be just a robot, but he already feels like part of the Loud family. Like he's a surrogate Loud family member.
Well, he's always been hanging out with Lisa so much.
Yeah. And he has been helping out the Loud family quite a bit. There was like one scene where the series emphasizes that Todd is part of the family, and it's where Todd becomes a villain. Like he's in villain mode.
I mean,
remember that switch?
Yeah, I remember that episode. Like, is it the
David Steele movie,
episode,
the one where David Lincoln makes the
Lights,
David
camera,
Steele
danger, action, or something like that.
Lights, camera, danger. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
And I would say that because of how Todd serves his purpose, I'll say B tier.
Yeah, I think if anything, like he's starting to grow with me because Lisa continues to hang out with Todd, and Todd has just been just Todd, and he has like some moments here and there that makes me like appreciate Todd a little bit. So I give him B+ tier in my case.
B+ is fine, but the question is where.
Where in B+, I would say maybe over Samir in my case.
Over Samir, yeah.
You think over Samir? All right. So we're getting to Todd over there. Okay, how about Trent, or Chandler's friend?
Okay, now before you say, oh, he's going to say F tier because he's with Chandler, but actually, here's a bit of a hot take. There is still potential for Trent to grow as a character.
Don't know about that. He's just hanging out with Chandler.
No, but the thing is, it's basically child psychology where children often hang with the popular kids because they want to be popular themselves, so they serve as the underlings to them. And there were like a few key moments where Trent, even when he's away from Chandler, he could be kind of a decent kid. Like he's helped, the group out in the Halloween special. And there was even one point where Chandler, at the end of the episode, when Chandler was all pouty, like Trent was legit cheerfully going to declare success.
Yeah, but again, he hangs out with Chandler. He kind of was like a bully. If you've seen that Close Encounters of the Nerd Kind, he was like kind of a bully to them until Trent starts to realize, oh my god, where's Chandler? Oh my god, I'm like useless or something. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. As of right now, Trent is definitely in the lower end, but I wouldn't exactly say F. To be fair, I would say D.
Yeah, I would say probably look, you gotta give me a lot to impress me if you're going to be like Chandler's friend. So I'd say D range as well.
Yeah, D range.
So where in the D range would you say?
I'm gonna say in between Flip and Ricky.
Flip and Ricky. Okay. I think he's better than. I think you're right. I think he's definitely there. I was thinking like, wait, is he better than Flip? But the thing is, like, again, not a lot of things about him. You didn't see much about him, so there's that.
It may be too late for Chandler, but I don't think it's too late for Trent personally.
Okay. How about Vito?
Oh, you got Vito, who's Hector's best friend. He's the first person Hector gossips to, and Vito has some incredibly nice moments. He feels like he's part of the circuit, part of the Casagrandes family.
Yeah,
especially when he serves as the godfather to Carlitos, which is sweet.
Yeah, there's that, the Godfather episode. Yeah,
and of course Vito has some. He's had some moments where he can be a bit gross, but then there are some moments where he's had some kind of funny tee ha ha moments. So for all that, I'll say Vito is B.
I think Vito deserves to be at least like some sort of like relativity in that case. So yeah, I might be right with you too. Give it a B range as well.
Yeah, B range.
So yeah, sure, we'll put Vito in B. But where in the B range will we put Vito?
Where I'll put Vito is above Becky.
Above Becky. I think, yeah, I guess you're right on this one. I'll probably put that as well. Oh, man, how about Winston? Lola's, quote, boyfriend that's supposed to be over from Alice for Love.
Oh, yeah. Winston was voiced by Jimmy Neutron, by the way. Like, Winston actually spoke in a recent episode.
Yes.
And I liked how he called Lola out on her BS at the end. That's what made me, give points to the character. But we don't see much of Winston other than oh yeah, he's a love interest in Alice for Love. But I want to see more of him in order for me to rank him higher. But as it is, C.
Yeah, I think right now I did think he deserves the C tier. He did finally speak for a little bit. He also did appear in a couple of the comic books. If you guys are following the comic books, he also is in the comic books as well.
Yeah.
But yes, I need more to impress him. I mean, maybe there is that chance where Lola and Winston can actually become a thing. Remember, Lola's still single, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. But I do think that it could happen. Winston definitely needs more praise. Maybe there'll be more episodes with him. So I'd say C range, maybe in the middle C range in this case.
Middle C range, yeah.
So I would say, maybe over Casey.
Maybe I want to say below Casey. Below
Casey over Rusty.
Yes, over Rusty.
Go for that? Okay.
Over Rusty.
Okay. Lastly, we have Zach's parents and Zach himself. So let's actually start off with Zach.
Yeah. Now, Zach does come off, like, Liam's better, but he's definitely better than his best friend, Rusty. Zach comes off as a character who is very paranoid. He's pretty much goes into supernatural stuff and conspiracy theories. Sometimes it can be a bit much.
To be fair, Zach's parents are worse.
Yeah.
So.
But then Zach manages to stand out on his own. He isn't as cuckoo as Zach's parents, so
yeah, I think I kind of respect Zach more than his parents. Obviously, I kind of like this. I kind of feel like he deserves more of a B-list character.
B-list, yeah.
Yeah,
B-list is good.
I feel like he's more of a B-list character. I think he's like right below Liam. Like he's around that Liam range. I know Liam is a little bit better than Zach in my case.
Below Liam.
So I think he's kind of like in the B average range.
As long as you put below Liam, all good. Yeah,
I feel like he's definitely in that range where. I think he's better than Angus to me.
Better than Angus?
I think he's better than Angus to me, yeah. So
sorry, David Tennant.
Is that where you're going to agree to put him in? Right there?
I personally disagree, but
what would you put him then?
But I would put him below Angus, but...
Below Angus.
Yeah.
I can agree with that too, to be honest. Like, I could probably put it there, so we'll do that, below Angus. Now, Zach's parents.
C range.
Just C. No, I think lower than that to me. They're kind of weird. They're weird, dude. Like, they all go around doing all this, like, conspiracy stuff. They even go on this van that has a lot of, like, alien stuff here and there.
Yeah, you wonder where Zach gets it from.
I mean, there it is. And I feel like C minus D plus range in this case. I know that they're loving parents, but I feel like they're more of a D plus range parents in my case.
I'll put a C minus, still above Arturo.
I think he's better than Persephone. I think they're better than Persephone. I feel like in the D plus range, but better than Persephone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fair deal.
So, you agree with that? Okay. Because I'm not gonna put Zach's parents over Arturo, okay?
Yeah.
At least Arturo has a brain.
I get it.
Yeah. All right. That actually completes the whole entire list, by the way, of our Loud House Casagrandes characters tier list.
Yeah, it was a lot to go through. We even had to separate to two parts, but we managed to get it done.
We had so many like awesome stuff. I mean, we now have our top 5, which is gonna be Luna, Ronnie Ann, Stella, Luann, and Lori. That's our top
so
5.
Congratulations to all 5 of these girls.
Yeah, and I was thinking Stella could go higher, Ronnie Ann could go higher.
They're good where they are.
I mean, if I would prefer, honestly, I would prefer Ronnie Ann over Ronnie Ann, Stella, and then Luna to me. That would be my top 3. Actually, no, Lori would be in my top 3.
Hey, they still get medals, okay? Just consider the fact that they still get trophies, even if it's silver and bronze.
If anything, like, it is tough, especially when you go into the higher tier list, about which characters should be in, like, the top 5 to say, because you have Lori, you have Lenny, you have Lincoln, you have, Ronnie Ann, Stella, you have Sid. There's just so many awesome characters that everybody agreed that were the best. So it's tough to actually decipher which one is definitely best S tier to say.
Yeah, it kind of is. And, it is sort of like between Luna and Ronnie, which purple girl takes the reign. And, it's like I had to bang
Either
this
way,
guy.
we did have our list. This is the final list overall. You guys can go
Yes.
check it out. Go ahead and put your comments down and say which one, if our judgment is bad or not, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, to all the Ryan fans who are going to be salty about the position, I say she's in a goddamn S tier.
I would say just because Omid is the one who's also a part of this list is the reason why she's number 1.
See, like, if it was primarily your list, strictly your list, I would have been like, okay, you rank whoever, but it's our list. So.
I can rank Stella number 1. That's for sure. All right, but yeah, we'll save this little list for us. But yeah, this is it, everybody.
Yeah.
This is our tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yes, there are some characters that we haven't seen in so long that we should put them in unknown. I do love the fact that we have Sergio and Chandler F tier.
Yes, the 2 worst.
How they became that was just something.
I know it got. Yeah, it's only 2 F tier characters. It goes to show how, for the most part, the Loud Casa characters, for the most part, are enjoyable. Like they're amazing at best, and Sergio and Chandler are worse, let's say.
Yeah.
But for the most part, most of the characters are enjoyable there.
Yeah. If anything, that's our list. So there we go.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put it
We
up.
did it.
We'll put it up on our Twitter and our Instagram, and then you guys can judge for yourselves how our lists are. Let's see how it goes. I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of comments about this.
Debates, man.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and take this off and actually go to our main subject tonight.
Let's go.
Let's talk about 2024. Wow, 2024. Well, what a great year it has been. So many amazing shows have happened, from Hazbin Hotel to Arcane to The Loud House and the Casagrandes, and also great movies like The Loud House and Casagrandes.
Yeah,
and even Sonic 3, and also other great movies too, like Inside Out 2 and Wild Robot.
Yeah, 2024 has been quite a year for entertainment. We've had some good, some bad, but it's been we're gonna highlight the good.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, again, we talked about this even before the show. This is the kind of the best moments that we had when it comes to 2024.
Yeah,
we've had amazing shows that we've watched throughout, and a lot of things to enjoy when it comes to this particular subject. So it's because it's weird, because whenever I look back into 2024, I had to look back at all the episodes that we have done.
Yeah,
all the things that we have done from January all the way to now. And there's been some great moments, for example, what happened when we were trying to debut the Casagrandes movie.
Oh yeah, that one was definitely, I would say, our peak Anination moment.
I mean, the fact that we ended up actually interviewing Miguel and Darren, I mean, never expected that at all.
Yeah, I thought it was a long shot for us, but we managed to pull off a miracle.
Yeah, and let's just talk about what happened over at the Casagrandes movie, because we were just absolutely amazed to actually have an interview with Miguel and Darren. Both of them were just absolutely wholesome. I mean, it's kind of crazy how they met us during the pandemic when we were talking about the Loud House movie. And then what's crazy is that I sent a message back, tell them hey, why don't we do an interview about this? And they said yes. And what's kind of crazy is we did end up actually watching the movie before everybody else did.
Yeah,
that was pretty epic. What'd you think? What did you say?
It all happened because they found our fan page by accident.
Did they find our fan page by accident? I'm thinking it's just because we were doing a live stream on YouTube. Also,
it was a live stream. We didn't expect them to show up.
I just never expected Puka Vida to be out there, and then I was like, "Whoa, what the heck happened?"
I was thinking it was someone impersonating Puka Vida.
No, there wasn't. I saw Puka Vida. I was studying Puka Vida. I saw Darren McGowan. Both of them literally just popped up, and I'm like, "Awesome that you're here for the Loud House movie." Yeah. Then when I heard the Casagrandes movie come out, I had to return the favor, and then had to message him up. But there are just so many great things that made us like get through so many hoops. Like we had to make sure everything was on time. We had to make sure that we know what we got to talk about for the movie, for example. And lo and behold, we were able to get that interview, and it's on YouTube. So please check it out again. One of our best moments to actually have Miguel and Darren talk to us. Like, dear God, that was something.
Yeah, you got legitimate animation workers there, and also especially they worked on Loud House and Casagrandes, so we got to talk to some legitimately awesome people.
Yeah, and of course we have to talk about the movie itself, the Casagrandes movie. Like, absolutely peak animation, I would say, because it is so different compared to the Casagrandes themselves, because the animation was just absolutely flawless. Like, Miguel even brought this up. They went to a different animation company, like somewhere in South America, to get it done.
Yeah.
Or Mexico or something to get it done. And then they were able to make it amazing. Even some of the like Mexican aspects or like the Mexican history that came with it as well. I mean, it's just great.
It really is. So that definitely explains why the animation here looks so distinct in comparison to its TV series, because its TV series, not only was it, made by obviously a different animation company, but its budget was more limited. Whereas in comparison, if you look at this, it's more fluid, it's more bright and colored. Like you see the vivid bright colors.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many great moments when it comes to the Casagrandes movies themselves. I mean, Ronnie Ann being the leader, trying to save the whole entire land that they were in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she got to fight a demigod.
She fought a demigod, and even Pongwari herself. She was actually pretty cool, to be fair. Like, a jerk back 300 many years ago, but the whole history about her was something.
Yeah, and plus Casagrandes movie has some epic music as well. Like you got the music that plays in the opening, especially the chorus singing Pongwari.
Yeah.
Yes. Like the Casagrandes movie does such a phenomenal job making it epic.
Yeah, and even so, like every character in the Casagrandes movie was actually did their roles. For example, like Carl and CJ were helpful with the fireball stuff. Again, made me realize Rita was just a really great character. By the way,
how did Carlos get so ripped?
I don't know what happened in that particular episode. That scene right there. How did he get ripped?
Like, what gym does he go to?
That blew my mind. Like, I just never expected that at all. But goddamn,
Carlos is ripped.
Yeah, it made me want to watch it again and again. Like, I think I watched it like 10 times already, like throughout the year. So
yeah, it's one of those movies I could just watch over and over because of its comedy, its heart, especially like mother-daughter relationship. Yeah. They did Maria justice. They did Maria some.
Yeah, exactly. That's
justice.
The thing about it too, because Maria didn't really have much focus episodes, and then there you go, Maria episode. I mean, literally a Maria movie right here, where Maria actually stood out and became like a great mother to Ronnie Ann.
Thank you, Maria, for doing what the series couldn't.
Well, it's more like thank you, Miguel, for making our Maria episode.
Yes.
And I know you were a big fan of Maria also, so.
Absolutely. She's mi amor, yeah.
Oh my God.
And I will stand by that, yeah.
Oh my God, what the fuck are you saying?
She's been a great mother to Ronnie Ann. She worked so hard, she deserves this.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, again, just an absolute great movie. I did give it an 8 out of 10 when we reviewed it. So
yeah. I would say 8.5. I say 8.5.
Yeah. So yeah, back then, that was April, by the way, when that movie came out, and we were all amazed by it. But it doesn't compare to the other movie that came out a couple months later. Oh wait, wrong mouse. Oh, it didn't come out till a couple months later. We have this movie to come out, by the way. We had this movie come out, No Time to Spy.
This movie said to that movie, hold my flippy. Like, No Time to Spy said, hold my flippy to Loud House.
No, it's just so weird because, like, my issue when I first came in, when I first saw the Loud House movie, was when I first saw the the No Time to Spy movie. It's like, how can it compare to the Loud House movie? Because the Loud House movie was okay-ish. It just stinks. The only thing that kind of backfired when it came to the Loud House movie was that nothing of that was canon. Like, Duke Lincoln never get referenced in the show. You don't get to see Scott and Lenny.
Scott Teddy was so cute.
Yeah, Scott Teddy was an absolute like cuteness stuff, and now we have Gavin Eddy now. And I'm like,
Gavin sucks. We want Scott Teddy. We want Scott Teddy.
There was that. Everything from the Loud House movie just never came into fruition when it came to the actual series, and I kind of felt like, wow, it just feels like a filler. It just definitely felt like a filler.
Yeah. Whereas No Time to Spy, on the other hand, you felt like this is an integral part of the Loud House. It's in canon. It plays a huge role into Lincoln's character development.
Yeah, and no, I mean, this movie absolutely like blew it out of the water because everything was just so changing. Because it came from a certain thing that happened in the show where Myrtle became a spy and we revealed that secret. Now we emphasize it a whole lot more in this episode, in this particular movie, and you get to see David Steele come out, so you get to see Lincoln being David Steele, and all the Louds being into it as well. So all the Louds were also helping out with Lincoln's mission. Lisa with all those gadgets and stuff. It literally just became a little like a 007 mission to say.
Yeah, each and every single Loud family member, each and every single character served a purpose to the story.
Yeah, and undoubtedly, like, everything from this movie was just so great. There was a surprise that happened in the middle of the movie where Fifi was the real villain, not the Dufu guy.
Yeah, Fifi over Morat, by the way. Fifi over Morat.
Fifi definitely is the better. We did put her in S tier, by the way. Yeah, we put her in S tier in our tier list.
Like Fifi was such an incredible villain and a well-written character, and it's helped that she's voiced by Amy Sedaris, so bonus points for that. But yeah, she does a good job in hiding her villain persona, where she comes off as this annoying but well-meaning woman. Yeah, and then it's revealed that she's behind the whole thing the whole time. It's like,
no, it was just like blown me out of the water when I first. Okay, it's so crazy because I watched it literally on the night of when it dropped, like it was midnight, and I was like watching it immediately for the first time.
Yeah.
And I saw it was great. Movie looked so cool. And I was trying to look for references of Casagrandes somewhere. I did see Sergio's everywhere, so there was one reference.
Oh, God.
But everything in the movie was just absolutely great. Like, what was it? They're celebrating Myrtle's wedding with a wedding party or something. Yeah. Yeah, a bachelorette party. That's what they did over there.
I'm Myrtle.
Oh, God, that guy did that too. Oh, man. And even everything from that movie was just all great. I mean, even that whole climactic scene where all the Louds are about to go into space. Lincoln's sacrifice was absolutely heartbreaking as hell. Yes. That one was absolutely, like, you never expect that at all.
Yeah. A 12-year-old kid. One other 12-year-old kid sacrifices his own life for his family, even if he caused all this in the first place. It shows how Lincoln's willing to take responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God, just it makes him grow up as a person as well. Like, he's great, amazing. Yeah, and I do love the fact that like Myrtle had to come in last minute to actually help Lincoln get back to Earth, what I thought was just absolutely like peak of Myrtle to do. Like I said, it just made Myrtle such a better character. Like, she thought she was just an old grandma with Albert. But no, it turned out to be such a great couple. Even Myrtle's just being such kick-ass. It made her such a great character from like a C character all the way up to an S tier character.
This movie is the reason why Lincoln is an S tier and not A tier. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh my God. Like, this movie was undoubtedly amazing. I mean, we already did our reviews. You can look back at that episode when we did a full 3-hour review about this show.
We've been singing our praises.
It's so good. It was so good. And yeah, I would say this definitely deserves... I put it 9.5 when I reviewed it, so...
I would say 9, because it still kind of gets me to this day how Luna Loud doesn't contribute much to the action side.
Who cares about that? That's more bias in your case.
I mean, she does contribute at the end. She sings like the wedding song, but it would have been nice to see her get her own gadget. They robbed her of her gadget.
I mean, like, everybody did well. I mean, Lori did have her club. Lenny had like the laser thing. Well, who cares?
Yeah, lucky all y'all. Lucky.
Who cares? Luna's still a part of it. She was still a part of it.
She still sung, so at least she served some sort of purpose.
Yeah. I mean, either way, this was just absolutely peak. I really love this movie, and I really hope if The Loud House does make another movie, it could be as good as this. I don't know if I don't trust Netflix when it comes to Loud House movies now, because like they feel like they kind of make movies that are out of canon for the show.
When it comes to Loud House movie rights, give it 100% to Nickelodeon.
Yeah, 100% Nickelodeon Paramount. Just give it to them because the people are right there making it. So I would prefer having them take over the movies than having Netflix take over, because it just feels so much better having them work it in house.
Yeah, you don't want a filler movie like the Netflix Loud House movie. You want a movie that feels in canon and an integral part of the Loud House universe.
Yeah, and I feel like that undoubtedly definitely one great show for sure.
Yes, no time to spy.
Can we at least have more Loud House episodes, please? I mean, we did have only 10, 15 Loud House episodes this year.
Yeah, we want more.
Like, I get it. Nickelodeon was pretty much like doing a SpongeBob 25th anniversary thing.
By the way, Nickelodeon's New Year's resolution, make more Loud House episodes.
Look, you're going to celebrate SpongeBob's 26th anniversary, and I'm pretty sure nobody's going to really celebrate that. So I'm assuming you're going to put some Loud House stuff now. You already sponged
out, okay? I'm
gonna look, you sponged out the year pretty much. You had SpongeBob in the Super Bowl, which is great. I heard it was also good. SpongeBob is in the Super Bowl. SpongeBob hosted this KCAs, which I don't care about. SpongeBob won the best cartoon again.
Much to no one's surprise ever.
Yeah. So. Although, to be fair, I did see Lincoln Loud also try to give an award to somebody. So there's that. Hey, Lincoln was there.
So you got something at least.
Yeah, there's something there. I mean, and again, like, there are more episodes for the Loud House to come out. Like they already like some countries already have the Europe road trip episodes out, and we want to see that. It's not here in the States yet.
Yeah, but we are waiting for Nickelodeon to release those. So yeah,
Like I'm waiting for that one episode where we're going to see Lynn's crush, and everyone's loving that. By the way,
I'm waiting for an episode where we go to Bryn, we see McSwagger. That's my episode.
wait, what?
There's an episode where they go to Bryn and they meet up with McSwagger.
Swagger? Okay.
That's my episode.
That's the Luna episode? Okay.
That's my go-to.
Every
Let's
Luna
go.
episode is a number 10 out of 10 for Omid. Goddamn. I just can't wait for that Lynn episode to actually come to the States so I can actually watch it myself. Yeah. See, again, they're having more episodes out in the other countries in here. Come on.
I mean, there are some Luna episodes I do rank at 9, believe it or not. But yeah, for the most part, they hit when they miss.
Again, we need more episodes of The Loud House, and I'm hoping 2025 will have it.
New Year's resolution, like I said.
We'll see. Yeah. Other big moments that happened this year, we had Big City have their first ever movie called Spacecation.
Oh, here we go. It turns out La Casa's not the only one who's making movies 2024. Big City Greens does this as well.
And to be fair, the Big City Greens Spacecation movie wasn't bad. Like, I thought it was absolutely great to see, like, you know, the family in space doing their own, like, green family vacation, as they call it.
Yes.
Even the songs, by the way, were also bangers as well. Green family vacation. Yeah.
And you do feel like you're in outer space. When you're in space with the Greens, you really do feel like, oh my gosh, I'm out of this Earth. I'm in the outer space. It looks beautiful.
Well, the thing was about that whole movie was that they were doing like some sort of space mission, and then Gwendolyn Zapp was the one that's running through everything. Yeah. And then I remember down to Earth, there was like, what was it? Nancy and Gloria trying to save like the Greens and stuff.
That subpar was pretty much Gloria saying, Nancy Senpai noticed me.
Yeah, I know. Okay, to be fair, everybody was kind of agreeing with me. Like, Gloria's not best moment in the movie.
It may be a bit cringe. I find it cute. I find it adorable.
Everybody said it was cringe. Everyone said it was cringe how Gloria was doing.
You could argue it was a bit much, but I don't know. I think there's this headcanon in me that's like, Gloria deep down wants to be like Nancy. She does want to be badass like Nancy.
I guess, but then again, Gloria doesn't have like the big episodes yet. I mean, we did have a new episode of Big City Greens where Gloria was a big focus a little bit, so.
Yeah, plus she almost saved the day. She's trying to remember
the shoe.
The shoe.
It's just too.
You gotta admit, she put her best foot forward.
Oh my god. No, if anything, it does like talk about like the whole family aspect of the movie. It was all about Bill and Cricket. That was mostly the point of the movie, and still it was a space adventure that they were having as well. And I thought, again, undoubtedly a really good movie. We didn't review it, by the way, because we didn't have time in this year to actually review this movie, but I did give it an 8 out of 10 also. Omid, you had a specialty of actually meeting up with the voice actors or the people who made Big City Green Spacecation, because you're at a D23 panel with them.
Yeah, I went to the D23 panel where they showed the movie, the Spacecation movie, like it was a legit movie theater screening. It definitely felt like that.
Yeah,
I'm glad I got the experience.
But you at least get to see like the Hooten brothers and people who worked behind the scenes in the movie.
And the director of the movie. Yeah. Like there was actually, the director.
You did end up getting a freebie, by the way. I think you ended up getting a poster of Spacecation, I believe.
Which I probably have hanging in my room. So
yeah, I saw that in your room, and I'm like, dude, that's actually pretty sick.
Yes.
Yeah. Man, I think we would have went to the Big City Greens Spacecation. I don't know. There were so many things to do with D23, though. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Big City Greens did have their movie. That's one big moment that we wanted to discuss as well. We also did have Inside Out 2. We'll go straight to the movies now. And Inside Out 2, I must say, definitely better than 1. Do you agree with that?
Better than 1. I love Inside Out 1, but I feel Inside Out 2 surpasses it because of the fact of how we all have anxiety, we all have, embarrassment, envy. Riley has more complex emotions this time around than she did in the previous episode. That's what makes her more relatable this time around.
Yeah, I do believe, I don't know about it. Just like the new emotions actually were so relatable to all of us. I mean, you have envy, you had ennui, you had embarrassment, which, to be fair, all of them are relatable to all of us.
Yeah.
Again, it's supposed to be what puberty is. The whole story about Riley, though, on the other hand, also was kind of impactful. Yeah.
That anxiety tornado scene gets to me.
Yeah,
it still gets me to this day.
if anything, it definitely deserves its praises because it is a really good movie. I think Disney's best movie this year. Like, you look at the other movies that Disney has made this year compared to Moana 2, Mufasa, for example.
Inside Out made a much better sequel than the others.
Yeah, because when you look at Moana 2, I already talked about this in a previous podcast episode, but it was terrible. Like, why did we go that route?
D23 had us fooled, man. D23 had us fooled.
Look, and they praised it way too much. Like, they praised it a lot. They had, Ali Cavallo literally sing right in front of the stage. You even had The Rock even come up on stage. And I feel like that's already the hype that will tell us Moana 2 will be good.
They overhyped it, yeah.
Yeah, I think they overhyped it for sure. I mean, when we come into D23, everything was just all exciting. We just can't wait to see how the movie goes. When it came out in November, it was getting disappointing.
Oh, and also it has the highest honor of being the highest grossing animated movie all time, so we gotta sing our praises to that.
So that gotta give praises to that. It also does tell me that the 3 will come out for Moana. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it being a whole complete trilogy, because I want to see more Inside Out films. I want to see Inside Out 3 where Riley is in college.
Yeah, maybe. That might actually end the trilogy or something for Inside Out.
Yeah, I want to see Riley.
I would imagine there'll be more emotions too.
Yes. Because obviously, the more you grow, the more emotions you feel.
Yeah, but again, because Moana did really well, there could be a 3 for Moana as well. So I'm just saying it out there. It could be out there.
That one, I'm looking much less forward to.
Look, it could be out there, to be honest. Like, from the success it got. Yeah. I don't know, Walt Disney Animation, maybe you could do an original movie, maybe? Who knows?
Difference is, Inside Out needed a third movie, Moana didn't, so.
Yeah, well, again, we'll see what Disney does as it continues on here. But yeah, Inside Out 2, I think, deserves its praise. It definitely is a big movie that happened in summer of this year. But it isn't compared to the other movie that came out from DreamWorks in the summer called Wild Robot. Now this particular movie, I mean, from the way you kind of saw how the movie went, it was obviously like surprising. I mean, the animation was absolutely just like
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish and Bad Guys.
Yeah,
not the same animation.
I would say Puss in Boots more, because the way the whole paintbrush style looks like, it just feels more of like a Puss in Boots with robot and animals.
Yeah, it's very aesthetic, very stylized. I'm gonna say this right now. As much as I love Inside Out 2, Wild Robot is even better than this. Okay, I know that both of them are currently in the running for Golden Globes and Annies. Yeah. And I think both of them do deserve their kudos. But like, again, other movies also did get nominated, like Wallace and Gromit, which, to be fair, we can't see until January. Yeah, so we can't even judge on how Wallace and Gromit is yet. So,
but I mean, it did already get the nomination for a Golden Globe. So like, when it comes out in Netflix on the 3rd, and then the Golden Globes is on the 4th or 5th, we'll get to see them win.
I already said, like, no offense to Wallace and Gromit at all, but since the movie hasn't come out yet, you can't really nominate it already because it hasn't been released yet.
Yeah,
so we can't judge it.
Makes it understandable. I don't know. Maybe they just had a sneak preview of it and they just made a nomination for it. But like, there are other animated movies that could be better. Like, I would say for everybody who watched Transformers 1, but they deserve their kudos, because that was also a really good film. They should at least get some Annie Award nominations or Golden Globe nominations.
Transformers 1 got snubbed in the Golden Globes. It should have gotten nominated.
Yeah, that's another movie to also talk about from 2024, Transformers 1.
Yes.
And somehow it got blown by everybody else. I think that's the hugest snub for animation this year.
Yeah, Transformers 1 was definitely quite an introduction to the Transformers franchise. As someone who doesn't really watch much Transformers, other than the two live-action movies, this is quite an introduction for me.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Transformers myself, but like, from the way I watched 1, it was absolutely like something that would get me more into watching more Transformers. I mean, 1 pretty much introduced us to Megatron and Optimus Prime. Now, when we go to 2, we're going to see the start the war and stuff like that. I would imagine more Transformers movie coming out. So.
Yeah, I would imagine that the next Transformers movie is going to be called, I kid you not, Transformers 2.
Maybe.
What else would you call it?
I don't know. Transformers Revenge. Like, you could put a title there, not just 2.
They call it Transformers 1, so obviously
that's the first movie.
1 comes before 2.
Transformers 2, and then put a title down, like the start of the war of robots or something.
That could be, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there could be like some titles out there. But no, let's go back to Wild Robot. Like I said, I think this does have the front runners of being the winner for like a lot of awards, Annie's, Oscars, and Golden Globes. And we've said this before last year. If they win the Golden Globe, they win the Oscar. Look what happened to The Boy and the Heron.
Yeah.
They went that route.
Yeah, there are often times, though, where Golden Globes winners can differ from Oscars. If you look at, let's see, Missing Link. Missing Link, I remember, won a Golden Globe, and then Toy Story 4 won an Oscar.
Yeah, but I think it was more towards Disney bias in that case. No, look, we were all pushing Spider-Verse last year, to be fair.
Yeah, we all were. But I'm saying that, sometimes there are, for the most part, Golden Globes and Oscars do give the same award, but there are times they differ. So just be on the lookout.
So what's your favorite movie that will win the awards coming up this award season?
So far, Wild Robot, but I have to see a few others that got nominated. I want to see Flow. So I want to see whether even Flow is better than Wild Robot or not.
Yeah, Flow has been getting a lot of praises. Everybody's saying it's really good. Of course, Wallace and Gromit, that comes out on Netflix in January 3rd, next week. So, there's a chance we'll probably watch that as well. But there's just like so many great movies that came out. I mean, another great movie that we didn't put on the list, but we want to talk about it for a little bit, Sonic 3. That movie, I mean, I haven't seen it yet. I know I'm one of those people that have been like leaving this off for quite a while, but I want to watch it. I'm just waiting for Jess to get free.
I've already seen it, and I'm going to tell you, it's even better than the previous two movies.
Yeah, and this is coming from a guy who doesn't know Shadow.
Yeah, it's coming from someone who hasn't played much of the Sonic games, but I do like the movies. They're really fun. They have some good action, and I am so happy that Sonic beat Mufasa box office. I couldn't be happier.
Also, thank you a lot. Thanks a lot for social media. I kind of got spoiled on what'll happen next.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Stay away from spoilers.
No. I mean, it kind of sucks because like I kind of knew what happened at the end of the movie, and I'm like, oh my god, they're next. So there's gonna be a 4. Yeah. Well, they did announce there's gonna be a Sonic 4, and I'm like, who's it for? Then you saw it, and
you saw a certain character, which we won't say. We won't say for sports. We won't spoil anything, but we see a certain.
Yeah, look. I didn't see the whole scene, but I did see. Did see the character, and I'm like, you know what? I am hyped too, but at the same time, I'm like, these characters are coming in.
See, I knew that character would pop up at some point.
Yeah. Right now. Yeah. So I mean, that's at least some great animated movies. Again, Transformers 1, we talked about it as well. Look, we both watched it. We thought that was also a really good film too.
Yes, Transformers 1, I think, is underappreciated. It's underrated.
It really is, because the whole award shows have been snubbing him like here and there.
I think it's because these award shows are focusing mainly on Wild Robot and Inside Out 2. And yes, while that they are highly deserved for getting that recognition, I feel Transformers 1 should get some love as well.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other animated movies I could bring out. Maybe Lord of the Rings, but I haven't seen that one yet.
I surprisingly haven't seen that one yet. And I've been hyping the hell out of that movie based on the fact that, well, it's not only Lord of the Rings movie, it's an anime movie. Best of both worlds. But I heard that the reception was kind of lukewarm, so I'm not quite in any rush.
It does come out soon on Max, so you might want to watch it there.
I'll definitely watch it.
And also heads up, also please watch Look Back. It's on Amazon Prime Video. It's a really good film made by the person who made Chainsaw Man. If you see me in episodes this year, I was praising the hell out of Look Back. So please watch it on Amazon Prime Video. It's a great film.
I'm still kicking myself for not seeing that movie because, well, I'm a Chainsaw Man fan. So.
Also, you watched Dandadan in theaters too, which we'll talk later about.
Yes, I did watch the first 2 episodes in theaters, and it was quite an experience.
Yeah. All right. So that was pretty much all the movies that we've talked about. Let's actually talk about TV shows that we're streaming this year. For example, we were talking the hell out of this particular show, Hazbin Hotel. I mean, look at me wearing the whole shirt and all.
You've seen us talk about the show plenty of times about how hype it is, how amazing it is. We even dedicated a episode to it, like a main subject.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing is that this show has just been awesome. I mean, it's been 5 years since the pilot came out, and ever since it came out in 2024, I'm just living the hell out of it. The songs are just amazing. All the characters are just lovable. Like, I can't, like, this has been a fixation for so long. Like, oh my God, I was just absolutely addicted to Hazbin Hotel. And to be fair, I'm going to be addicted again, considering that I'm going to be Lucifer again in 2 weeks.
Well, the grand majority of the year, the first thing in my mind was always Hazbin Hotel, Hazbin Hotel, Hazbin Hotel. It's been my hyperfixation for months. I couldn't get enough.
You got into it a lot that it got you hyped up to be Husk for a convention that we went to.
Yeah, Husk was definitely my full-fledged cosplay, but it took a lot of props, it took a lot of parts to put on me. There was even some makeup I attempted to put on, but kind of failed at. So yeah, all in all, I had so much fun cosplaying as Husk.
Yeah, Husk was awesome. I mean, I had to find a favorite character that I liked over there. I mean, I was a big fan of Angel Dust, but then when I saw Lucifer, I'm like, yes, that's me. That's why I cosplayed it, and I loved it so far. The reception of the fandom has been also great too. Like, we've seen a lot of people cosplay it. I'm also FYI, I'm also a part of an ALA ribbon group for Hazbin Hotel, and I can't wait to play with everybody else who wants to get a Lucifer ribbon. Oh my God.
Nice, yeah.
I would imagine, like, when it comes to conventions, Hasbro Hotel is definitely going to be a big one for sure.
Yeah, there's an anime convention we went to. It's a cosplay gathering, and yeah, it was massive. It was huge.
It was huge. Yeah, it was definitely huge, and I would imagine again, like there's gonna be more. There's probably gonna be more like Hasbro Hotel stuff that are gonna be coming out, and it is for sure next year there'll be a new season for Hasbro Hotel.
Yes,
so,
I cannot wait for it. I can't wait for it.
Did you hear about the announcements of what will be coming out? Like, what was it? A sexy scene with Vaggie and Charlie.
Oh yeah, it's gonna go explicit. I mean,
it's gonna be just like Arcane and the sexy scene too.
I mean, sure, you can argue Hasbro Hotel is already explicit, but it's gonna go even more explicit.
I mean, I did say before, did the Arcane scene kind of be that explicit, eh?
Oh yeah. I mean, we're not gonna say what the scene is quite yet. We don't want to avoid spoilers.
Dude, we're kind of hinting what it is, dude.
Yeah,
we're kind of hinting what it is. Yeah. Nifty is gonna have a song. That's what I've heard. There's not gonna be a lot about Alistair's backstory, but it is gonna be a little bit of focus according to what they said. So Pretentious is gonna be back. Heaven is gonna be a lot of focus too.
Angel Pensious.
Yeah, Angel Pensious is coming back. The Heaven is gonna be, like I said, Heaven's gonna be a huge focus too. So again, Hasbro Hotels is gonna be surprising us next season. Oh my god. 2025 is going to be looking impressive for Hasbin.
More Husker Dust. I want more Husker Dust, baby.
Of course you do.
Woo!
Of course you do.
Husker
Where's
Dust.
your shirt? Where's the shirt been, huh?
Still in my closet, but yeah.
All right. Another show that we want to bring up, Arcane. Yes.
Yeah, speaking of Arcane, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I got to be honest with y'all. I haven't seen Arcane until y'all hyped about it season 2 and stuff.
Yes.
Then I started watching Arcane, and then I actually watched the first season literally in two days. Like, I was, like, binge watching. I was like, oh, my God, these characters are awesome. Like, Caitlyn, Vi, Jinx, you know.
Jinx is my favorite.
You had Jace, you had Victor, you had... And FYI, all those names that you hear from Arcane are actual heroes. Like, they're actually champions in the game. Though it's weird, because like when I started watching the show, I got me more into the lore of, like, who these characters are. Are they playable, you know? And that kind of stuff.
Yeah, see, now going into Arcane, now I haven't played any of the League of Legends games. I haven't seen any of the shorts before I watched Arcane. I watched Arcane because I've heard all the hype behind it, and so I thought to myself, okay, there's got to be a reason why it's this hyped up. And lo and behold, I watched season 1, and I fell in love with it ever since.
The animation is just absolutely amazing. It does stink that it is the final season that we've watched in 2024, but... it lived up to the hype, right?
It really did. And I feel like 2 seasons was adequate enough. It's better than them constantly milking it. You want to focus on telling a complete story as opposed to milking it to death.
Yeah, and it's fine. Like, we end up getting a good resolution at the end. I mean, you know, Jinx is always a crazy kind of girl. Vi is, like, trying to be the best. And I mean, I also got a huge love for Caitlyn now because, like, back then, she's just as an innocent girl, and then like after she get introduced to Vi, it turns out Vi and Caitlyn are like both great together.
Yeah,
in more ways than one. But I mean, Jesus, like I've been a fan of a Caitlyn now just because like who she is actually in the game is a sniper herself, and if she's gonna be like a hot ace like her, oh my God, it's like great, it's great.
Yeah, Caitlyn is definitely one of my top 3. My number 1 is Jinx, but Caitlyn is definitely up there in my top favorites as well. I could definitely see why she's my favorite.
Every character here has just been great. Again, I'm not going to play League of Legends, to be honest. This is something that I was trying to look into, and it was an absolute amazing show for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to play any of the games myself either, but I'm so excited to see more. I want to see more League of Legends movies and shows. Like, I want to see more of this universe, this League of Legends universe, because the world building is fantastic. The world building is magical.
Yeah, and I must say, Arcane, undoubtedly, you did an amazing job. League of Legends definitely does need to get more shows. Like, other characters are also there too. Do you want more shows of Arcane, more shows of League of Legends coming out? I mean,
yeah.
If they were to bring some out, they will have to make a couple of years. But if they announce a show, would you be excited for that?
Yes, I would. Heck, I'm down for a League of Legends movie too, as well as League of Legends graphic novels, League of Legends books, like all based on this world. I'm pretty
sure there are books already out for League of Legends. I feel like it's more towards the animated series or whatever our League of Legends stuff they'll have.
Yeah, it's like more geared towards the Arcane verse.
If any, not Arcane verse. It's more like, I know if they're gonna make a new show, it's gonna be a different name because Arcane itself was that thing.
Yeah. I think that Arcane is like in terms of like story wise, like Arcane's just one of those a single jigsaw puzzle like compared to a complete puzzle, which is the League of Legends verse.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait to see more of
Yeah, I
that.
feel like if there are gonna be more League of Legends shows, they'll probably bring it out if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Arcade undoubtedly was a really great show in 2024. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's on Netflix. All of them are out there.
Yes.
One show that you absolutely are hyped about was this particular show, The Fairly Odd Parents' New Wish.
Let's go! Yes! Odd Parents, Fairly Odd Parents, let's go!
So yes, it is on Netflix. Not the entire show, unfortunately, but only a couple episodes are there.
How do you release only a partial, a part of the season? You haven't released a whole season? Come on, Netflix.
Yeah, I think the only thing I want to praise about when it comes to Fairly Odd Parents is that we do get the characters back. We get to see like old characters from the Fairly Odd Parents come back. We even get, it's kind of crazy like how it is like an alternate timeline where like things got older. You get to see Cosmo and Wanda retire, then they become Fairly Odd Parents again. They have a new God Kid with Hazel.
Yes.
Jargon Von Strangle is older. You even got like older versions of Crocker, for example.
Yeah,
Vicky.
Crocker and Vicky do appear in at least 1 or 2 episodes, and they actually haven't changed a bit, other than the fact that they aged.
Yeah, they aged. Even AJ, for example. I never expected, like, one of Timmy's friends to actually be in the show, too.
AJ's an actual adult, and I thought to myself, okay, where's Chester?
Yeah, where's Chester? Where's, like, Elmer? Where's the other, like, people that were in the Fairly Odd Parents? But
Again, season 2 will answer that for us.
Hopefully.
If you make season 2, Nickelodeon watching you better make it.
If anything, I mean, the characters were all lovable. I mean, Hazel's friends were great. Even the Dimmadome kid wasn't bad either. And the fact that we even get to see Poof again, but this time around a different character.
Perry.
Yeah.
It's Perry.
And it was pretty cool to actually see an older version of Poof, and it's Perry. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so hype and everything.
Oh, yes. Now, there was a time when a new Fairly Odd Parents series was announced where we all groaned at the idea of a new
Yeah, we did.
Because we were all going through something called Fairly Odd Parents fatigue. Because not only did the original show drag on for way, way too long, but we even get some live-action movies and shows of Fairly Odd Parents, and those ended up sucking. So, yeah, we were looking forward to this, but lo and behold, there's something that's quite magical, something that really brought back the spirit of old Fairly Odd Parents.
And I think it actually worked out. I did put up my comments about like how wrong I was saying this kind of stuff.
I told you so.
Yeah, I know. You pretty much brought it up in that video we put up, so.
Yeah, see, I wasn't looking forward to this either when I first heard about it, but the more I looked into it, the more I looked into the story of it, the more hyped I was. I thought to myself,
I mean, if anything, Hazel's a better God Kid than Timmy Turner was, so there's that.
Hazel over Timmy Turner, don't add us.
Although to be fair, I can't wait to see if Timmy Turner actually does come back in a second season, depending on how Nickelodeon actually gives a second season,
I want it to be the Challenge Chasers version of future Timmy. Give us tall, buff Timmy Turner. Come on.
Okay, well, we'll see. again, like the Fairly Odd Parents' New Wish absolutely is great. Again, we can't wait for the second season if they will give a second season, but we are watching on Netflix. So they're just not giving out that second half of that show, for example.
Oh my gosh, it is definitely the best, like one of the best Nickelodeon shows out there, the best current Nick show that we have gotten aside from Loud House, and yeah, one of my top favorite shows of the year. It's so amazing.
It's just really good. So yeah, one other show that we totally forgot to bring up, by the way, the Amazing Digital Circus also came out this year. Yeah, that one, by the way, undoubtedly a really an amazing show. I mean, animation-wise, it was just absolutely great. I mean, the pilot episode already just got us hooked with the animation, with who Pomni is and how she got in and gave us into the mystery of what the Amazing Digital Circus is all about. Now we have 3 new episodes. Then we have 3 new episodes that just came out. I mean...
Yeah, we got episode 2, which is, the Candy Kingdom episode.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, we did have 3 new episodes came out. They all had their own, like, greatness, too.
Yeah,
so
we even gave out reviews of 2 of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
We plan to review episode 4 in the near future.
Yeah, I don't know if I really want to talk about McDonald's, okay?
Brings back bad memories, huh?
Yeah, did anybody work at McDonald's before? Yeah, I'm just saying, yeah.
I haven't worked at McDonald's, but I've worked at food service before, so...
I'm just saying out there, like, we will review it eventually, but I must say we did have Major Digital Circus come up, and it has been a great series. It is on YouTube and Netflix, so...
Oh, yeah. Amazing Digital Circus being migrated over to Netflix, being on both YouTube and Netflix, that is a massive feat for the show.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely would win for the Netflix part, and of course, YouTube, you can watch it for free at any time. And again, the show has just been amazing, greatly animated, like Glitch Productions has just been on top of it when it comes to the show.
Yeah, it really does set a new feat, sets a new bar for indie animated shows in general about how they could be so successful. They could get start on YouTube and go to streaming service.
Yeah.
They really set that bar.
Yeah. So if anything, again, one of the best moments to watch in animation undoubtedly was Major Digital Circus, how popular and how big it rose up to the best to say.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all like the streaming cartoons that we've watched in 2024. Let's actually talk about anime that we've watched in 2024.
Yes.
And one in particular, me and Omid are absolutely loving so far was Dan. Yes. There you go. That's how we say it, dude.
By the way, thank you for the Christmas gift.
Yeah, and by the way, like, all these characters have just been awesome. The grandma's just been awesome. I mean, like, you've got Okarun and Momo. Both of them are an absolute couple. I really love both of them. Oh my god.
There's that chemistry between them because they're so different, yet they're so alike at the fact of how they believe in their own supernatural creatures.
Yeah. And they work together because,
yeah.
like, the thing is that Okarun will work if Momo does the psychic thing with her too, you know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of great that they have the animated studio like Science Saru to actually work on this film, because Science Saru has been making amazing films here and there.
Yeah.
To make this anime series, oh my god, like, it was a perfect choice for them to actually to actually have them make this series.
One thing you can say about this show, as well as Science Saru projects in general, they are experimental. They do a massively good job in pulling off experimental anime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is no exception. You see different shapes and sizes of different creatures.
Mm-hmm. I've been loving every character there. Even the pink-haired girl, it's kind of crazy. Like the whole freaking mom episode. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You can tear up in that episode, guys. God damn.
If you have a close relationship with your mother, you will bawl your eyes out.
Yeah, that was just absolutely sad. And then, of course, the new guy just came out a couple episodes later. And, oh my god, that was kind of a little jealous moment between Okarun and him. Ooh.
Think of him, like, when it comes to love-wise, think of him as a male version of the female version, except he's in love with Momo and competing against Okarun for Momo's love.
Right.
The pink-haired girl is competing against, Momo for Okarun's love.
Because, yeah, I just remember all of that, too. What is going on with this whole love triangle, love square
it's
thing?
A love square. It's a love square. It goes around.
This is insane, I would say. But yeah, I mean, Dandadan, the first season has just ended recently, and it has been on Crunchyroll and Netflix. Both of them have been great providers for Dandadan. The show has been great, by the way. I'm starting to actually I'm starting to read the manga series too. So.
Oh yeah. I've read the manga series, and the anime stays true to the manga.
Of course, it should.
Yeah.
Yes, it should. It shouldn't like ruin up the manga or anything like that. But yeah, please watch Dandadan. Really great anime series. Both of us have been watching. This anime series next up, you have been watching. I haven't watched it yet, but it is on Netflix too. It is a remake of this particular old anime, Ranma and a Half.
I've watched, Ranma 1/2 remake. The Ranma 1/2 remake is pretty much my first exposure to the series. I haven't read the manga, nor have I watched the 1980s anime series. So this is my first time going to Ranma 1/2. And I'm going to say right now, I'm already enthralled in it. I already love it.
I have it on my watch list, and I just haven't had the time to actually watch, like, have a binge watch session when it comes to Ranma.
Yeah. So what gets me, though, like, what really sells it for me is the animation and how colorful and vibrant it looks. Like, look at all the colors, the bright colors.
I mean, it is remade from the 80s anime. The 80s anime is a different kind of style of animation compared to this. Like, it's all bubbly, it's all animated well, it's all high definition, so it makes sense why they make it. Now, I did say this too, pre-show, like, I was wondering, since we have a Ranma and a Half and you would say Yatsura anime remakes, because both of them are made by Rumiko Takahashi, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we have an Inuyasha remake?
I was just about to say.
I'm waiting for an Inuyasha remake. I think it's coming up real soon if you bring in Ranma and a Half and Urusei Yatsura,
I was about to say, be on the lookout for an Inuyasha remake.
I can't wait for it. If they announce it, I can't wait for it, because I grew up watching it. That's my first take of anime was Inuyasha.
I did watch it briefly, mainly like the first 1 or 2 seasons, but I kind of fell off of it.
I mean, like, it's supposed to be like a shonen series, so
Sango was best though.
I know Sango is best. You get introduced to her and she's awesome. So
the giant boomerang man.
And Moroku's the pervert himself, you can say that it is. Yeah, but I need to watch it. I mean, you said you're impressed with it, so I mean, I gotta watch it eventually.
So it's a nice blend of comedy and action. Like, some of the comedic scenes, they have this sort of like awkward yet funny kind of feel to it, especially the scenes between Akane and Ranma. And speaking of Ranma, he actually pulls off we could call Ranma a bi-gender character, because, oh my gosh, Ranma pulls off really well as both a male and female character. This is like each scene with
Yeah,
Ranma.
that's the thing about Ranma. Yes, that's the thing about Ranma. There's this curse on her, or him and her, where he can become a girl, or girl become a guy, depending on the water that he gets into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
And also Ryo. My favorite is Akane because she's a badass queen who knows karate.
Did you see Shampoo yet? Did you see Ryoga yet?
I saw Ryoga too. He comes as a close second.
How about Shampoo?
Shampoo.
That's her. That's her, by the way.
Oh, which one? The left?
Purple hair girl.
Oh, the purple hair. The purple. I don't think I've seen her yet.
Yeah, that's Shampoo. So you're gonna like her, by the way. Everyone likes her. So.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if I saw her, but I have seen most of the main characters. So.
Okay, there you go. But either way, Ranma and a Half. It is on Netflix, and I think more new episodes are currently brought out right now for the show. So
yeah, I can't wait for it because for the longest time I've been curious about Ranma 1/2, but I know that it's an old anime that has way too many episodes. I don't have time to watch that many episodes. So here comes Ranma 1/2 remake to take a refreshing.
It still is a lot of episodes though.
But this one's not nearly as much as the original yet.
Yeah, but it is remaking it from all the old episodes that came out for Ranma 1/2.
But the good thing though is that I can keep at a good pace with this because I could watch each new episode when it gets released.
I see. Yeah, I need to watch Ranma 1/2 as well. There's again too much like anime in my list.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 2025, there are obviously a lot of great animes coming out. I mean, Panty and Stocking, for example. You can't wait for that for sure.
Yes, PS3, baby, let's go.
Demon Slayer movies, we can't wait for that too. And of course, again,
Sakamoto Days.
We'll discuss that in our next episode to say. So yeah. All right. Last but not least, let's actually talk about the conventions that we've attended. We've attended many conventions from Anime Los Angeles, FanimeCon 2024, Anime Impulse. Any other conventions that you went to?
Yes, I can think of no other convention that we went to other than Fanime, D23.
D23 indeed. So yes, I must say though, D23, look, like you may say you may not have an exciting time, but I had an exciting time. There's just so many amazing stuff that happened at D23 where like we went to the panels, we saw the announcements, all of us were excited about all the news that get brought out, you know?
Yeah, I mean, at least like for now, we're going to say we're more excited for the experiences stuff.
Yeah, because like they have like a lot of stuff coming out for the Disney parks. Like the 70th anniversary of Disneyland is next year, so that's probably gonna be something huge.
That Coco ride, I can't wait for it. Like that Coco ride.
Where was that going to?
The Coco ride is going to Disney's California Adventure.
Yeah, see that one too. That's gonna be a part of Pixar Pier. I mean, yeah, that's something.
Among many things, and also the Spider-Man ride, the Avenger.
Yeah, well.
With Iron Man.
Yeah, and the other thing too about D23, they make some big announcements when it comes to Star Wars and Marvel. I mean, you are watching Skeleton Key or something?
I'm watching Skeleton Crew and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, you're watching that show. It's great. Andor's about to come out soon. We have Captain America coming out next year. That looks to be amazing with Falcon now being Captain America.
I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna say it's gonna be either great or mid. I
don't care. Like it looks impressive to me. I mean, we get to see Red Hulk. We get to see Harrison Ford as a Hulk now.
Red Hulk is what actually sold the trailer to me more so than
I just never
else.
expected that. I was like, oh shit, oh my god, you know?
Red
I was getting
Hulk.
so excited. Exactly, yeah. Fantastic Four movie also comes out. Even like new TV shows for Marvel is also coming out as well. Again, like it's gonna be impressive for all of us to actually check it out. With all the Disney announcements and stuff. But no, I mean, the convention itself was just absolutely fun.
It really is. Yeah, like D23 is one of those conventions that is really fun, yet it's one of those that's way too pricey. It can get overcrowded at times. It's one of those once in a lifetime sort of things for me. Like a bucket list sort of
but there was
things.
like so many like amazing stuff for it. I mean, who knows if we're gonna come back in 2 years. Again, we'll wait and see how it goes, but no doubt, I mean, Disney continues to improve when it comes to like the experiences that we had at D23. So yeah, hopefully, well, I mean, from all the announcements that comes out, like you just hope that's going to be a bright future for Disney. Although we did see already some movies and TV shows that came out, and that hasn't really impressed us at the moment. So
yeah, but, I mean, there's been some hits and some misses, and going back to Moana 2, they overhyped Moana 2 the hell off.
Well, because they literally just started off that presentation with Ali Cavallo and The Rock singing. So
the fact that I haven't seen Moana 2 yet should give an indication of how mid or mediocre turn out to be.
You know what we need? We need to get Disney branded television to have a panel again. I remember we were all hyped about all the announcements back then when we get to hear the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, show. The
Oh,
big
I was so
CD
pissed
Green,
about that.
Big CD Greens, Phineas and Ferb, you know.
That was a major
all
turn
those
off
big
for me.
announcements, yeah.
See, that was a major turn off for me, is that we didn't get much of Disney TVA other than the Spacecation.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, wow, that's all you can actually bring out? That's it?
Really? No amphibia?
Can we
no
get a
house,
new
really?
amphibia? Can we have a new amphibia thing? I don't know. I mean, Disney TVA is just working something in the back. Who knows? Maybe Matt Brawley's making something, maybe a new amphibia thing, or I don't know.
No, actually, well, he's currently making a new comic, but it's not related to amphibia. However, depending on the amphibia art break, how well that's going to do.
We heard about it.
For
We're worried
final,
about that.
yeah.
We'll see if he actually makes more new content for amphibia, but he is on the verge of making some more stuff, which is great. Gravity Falls, for example. They even have brand new stuff about Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
Book of Bill, for example.
Let's just say if Gravity Falls has a bright future of making more content, amphibia has too.
Yeah.
Maybe even Owl House. Maybe an Owl House.
I'm just saying, it's just all out there.
Anything's possible for Disney TVA, yeah.
Exactly. All right. Anything else that we want to bring up for this? Or I think that's all we have for 2024. What else can you want to say for 2024? Before we close it out and start up 2025.
All I'm going to say is that 2024 has been a pretty bright future for entertainment. We've had some mostly hits and some misses, and yeah, we can't wait for 2025. What's to come?
Yeah,
because we're getting brand new seasons of prior mentioned shows. We're getting brand new stuff in 2025. So I can't wait to talk about 2025. I feel like I've talked about everything I want to talk about 2024. We have, so I look forward to talking about the next year.
Yeah, life-wise, it's just been the same as life. I mean, being at the same spot I used to. Who knows what the future will hold when it comes to next year. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of big and positives coming out in 2025. We're going to be discussing that next week, as our first show in 2025 will start next week. Just a heads up, we're not going to do it on the Wednesday that we always stream because it is New Year's Day.
Yay.
It is going to be New Year's Day. So we are not going to be streaming on Wednesday. We'll be starting it on the 3rd, January 3rd.
Which is a Friday.
So we're going to be here on the studio again next week, January 3rd, 2025. That's going to be our next streaming date.
Yes.
And at the same time, one day after my birthday, by the way. So just a heads up.
Happy post-birthday day. We're gonna
January 2nd is my birthday, to be fair. So
yes.
I'm probably gonna put some big talk about that later. But yeah, yeah, guys, you want to get myself some presents or something?
Give a birthday shout to this guy. Come on.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I guess that's it for our episode.
Yes, that is. And like I said before, 2024 was quite a year, and I look forward to the next.
Indeed, yeah. I think that's pretty much it for our episode. 2024 has been great. We can't wait for 2025. I think that pretty much sums it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that'll be it for our episode. Thank you all for watching on our YouTube. If you have been watching our YouTube and you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, so you'll be notified when we'll be on coming up next week. And also follow us on our Twitter, follow us on our Instagram at Anination Pod, so you can be updated about what's going on in the world of animation and a whole bunch of stuff here and there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just be sure to click subscribe and just give us some love.
Yeah. All right. Well, my birthday's coming up real soon. I can't wait for it.
Your birthday's coming up. The New
Year's coming up, and then literally right after that is my birthday. So
there's so much to look forward to.
Next week is gonna be crazy, I would say. So It has to be something. Anyways, that's it for us here. Thank you very much for watching. Bye, everybody. Day. See y'all later.
Yes. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Yeah. Happy New Year indeed. All right.